Welcome everyone. I hope you guys are doing well today. Hello Nimby, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Today I have a wonderful indie otome to introduce you guys all to. I will be playing Re.dive Wonderland by TM Piasare. I might be saying that wrong, unfortunately. This is originally a Korean indie otome. It is going to get an English release in November of this year, so definitely look forward to this one. I have seen this title float around every once in a while, but then I saw news of getting an English release and decided to go ahead and try out the demo and see what it's all about. I have seen some of the gameplay and screenshots. Looks like there is a bit of an exploration that you can do in the game, along with some different puzzles, which I'm looking forward to. I am all right when it comes to puzzles, so please pray for me when we get to those, and hopefully I don't soft lock myself out of this demo. All of the guys look incredibly hot. They look so gorgeous. I cannot wait to meet every single one. So in this game, the protagonist ends an ordinary day and falls asleep, only to awaken in a strange, unfamiliar prison, not her usual room. With memories still hazy and a monster in pursuit, death seems inevitable until four strangers appear before her. It is then that the protagonist realizes this place is the world of an RPG game. Welcome to the world of time and Wonderland. You have been chosen as the hero who will save Wonderland from the tyrant, the Heart Queen. Yeah, so we're stuck in the game. Okay, I like that. Usually when it comes to other isekai genres, at least in like the mangas and manhwas I read, it's most of them stuck in like a regular otome, usually nothing with like an RPG aspect of it. So I'm looking forward to see how this all plays out. Very excited for this one. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Oh, right, forgot to say. There are links in my description. If you are interested in the game, don't forget to wishlist it on Steam. That is always in my description, and then links to the Twitter page. So now we're officially gonna start. And that's our protagonist. She is a cutie. I really do love the sort of white hair and red eye combo. That is always the best thing ever. Oh, my full name doesn't... So, my full name does not fit here. So it still says Lottie. Hopefully, we'll be fine. Yes, that is fine. Hehehe, very excited for this one. I love always finding new indie otomes to try out. They're always so fun. It's like seeing all the different works and worlds people create. I'm very excited for the puzzle portion also. I am praying they're at least easy enough for me to get through. But challenging still. Something else makes me think for a bit but doesn't get me stumped up. I just want to quit the game.
인간이란 참 호기심에 약한 것 같아. 하와는 먹지 말라던 선악과에 손을 댔고 앨리스는 수상한 토끼를 줬다. 이상한 나라에 떨어졌지. 자칫 잘못하면 후회할지도 모르는데도 위험을 향해 발걸음을 내딛는 것을 한때는 바보 같다고 생각했어. 하지만 상황이 이성을 압도하는 순간이라는 것이 있더라고.
이야기의 첫 장부터 잘못했던 거야. 그러니까 이건 바꿀 수가 없어.
Hold on, let me let my cat out. I'm sorry, I forgot I have kitties in my room. Let me just let Jojo out. Okay, I'm back. Jojo has now left.
그래도 난 그렇게 말해주는 사람이 있다는 것만으로도 위안이 됐었어.
Okay, so these are the love interests.
네가 무사히 돌아가는 게 나한테는 제일 중요하니까. 아무것도 모른 채 헤어지는 게 나을 거라고 생각했어. 너와 나의 감정이 같지 않다는 걸 아니까.
세상이 불합리하다는 거 알아. 인간은 태어나고 죽는 그 순간까지 자신이 운명을 고를 수 없으니까. 하지만 최악의 삶을 살고 수많은 실패를 겪고도 행복해질 수도 있다는 가능성이 남아있다는 것만으로도 이게 바보 같다는 걸 알면서 포기할 수가 없어. 그러니까 나는 이 게임의 에필로그를 보기 위해 또다시 프롤로그에서부터 눈을 뜰.
Oh, the voice acting is really good. Hello, Sakura! Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Ooh. The little opening we had was really good. Chapter 0. Alright, so kind of like a prologue. So do we immediately wake up into the game? Oh, I think we do. I opened my eyes to the feeling of a hand closing around my heart. Before I could make sense of anything, breathless terror swallowed me whole. My body forced out a breath before my mind could catch up. Oh, so we do just wake up here. All right. So here is the RPG type of exploring vibes I was talking about with the game. It's really cute. Hair soaked in cold sweat clung to my cheeks. All right, so we are in a prison. There's the door. I think it looks like the lock might be undone. Okay. Gloomy brick walls and rust-eaten bars surrounded me. This place could be only called one thing: prison. No other word comes to mind. What is this place? How did I end up here? I reached out for the last memory I had before sleep, and oh, we don't remember anything. I do like the little voices that she does, like when she makes noises. That's really cute and adds to the game. And I do like how she's blinking too. A little bit of animation to the sprite does make it feel a bit more alive. And the art is so clean too. A sharp pain pierced my brain like a needle. The pain receded, leaving my memories drowned somewhere in the fog. Trying to force my memories back only made my head throb. I stopped and approached the bars instead. Ooh. Hey, can anyone hear me? I'm trapped in here. I pushed and pulled at the bars with all of my strength, but they wouldn't move an inch. So, are we stuck here? If the bars won't open, then someone else has to come save us, or maybe we have to find something in our room. In the corner of the bars, I spotted a keyhole. Looks like I'll need a key to get out. Nothing in the drawers. What is this? A book? Ah, the way you had to move around. I gotta remember everything. This game is cute. It is really cute, honestly. The sprite is so gorgeous. Game instructions. Why is this here of all places? I like the input of having the game instructions, how to move around in the game here. I'll leave it for now. Getting these bars open comes first. Ooh, okay. Stop at the glowing spot and press spacebar. Okay, so spacebar is basically inspect. AD like always, and we have various things. So let's go all the way down and we'll move like that. It is a hard white bed. The blanket on it is too thin to be of much use. Okay, it may come in handy, so I should take it. All right, so we have a blanket in our inventory. I wonder, can we look at inventory later on in the game? Oh, there it is, never mind. It's up at the top. Okay, so inventory is always up at the top, but we only have 3 slots, so can I only hold 3 items? We technically already did this, but I'm just gonna see. Okay, yeah, so it does look like we only have slots for 3 items at a time, so I gotta be careful with what I grab. So you click that to get it. AD to move, obviously. Okay, we only need AD, so that's good. Why is there a sprint? Do I have to run away from a monster? That actually makes me scared, but I have to remember to click shift. I'm gonna keep my finger on shift for now. Message window, close, pause. Okay, I think that I have the basics of what I at least need. How does... Oh, there is running. Dear God, don't have me run away from a monster. The mirror reflects me exactly as I am. And there's nothing with the mirror. My face was pale and full of confusion. I asked my reflection where I am, but of course, it gives me no answer. I try to remember again, but my mind is still a blur. So nothing with the mirror. I ran my hand along the cold wall. Maybe I can find some kind of crack if I keep feeling around. I made a full round of the room, checking every wall, but found nothing. I think I've searched just about everywhere, and we only have this thin sheet. Oh. Okay, so something just popped up. Wait, is that a voice I hear? It sounded as though the voice was coming from somewhere beneath the bed. Yeah, something just appeared underneath the bed for some reason. It kind of looks like maybe a present. Like this part here is maybe the bow? It is, okay. I bent down to take a closer look and saw a gift box decorated with a bright pink bow. Why is there a gift box in a place like this? It looks completely out of place in this grim room, but I pull it out anyway. I untie the ribbon and peeked inside. Please be the key and nothing grotesque. Inside was something like a half-eaten biscuit, tied up with the ribbon. A biscuit? Or rather, some bizarre little creature wearing the shape of a biscuit. Like a little mascot? Huh? Oh, it actually is a biscuit. Oh my God. Okay. We have a little buddy and there is a bite sticking out of the... Who the hell ate the biscuit creature? It's kind of cute though. I like the bow tie. At last, you found me, my destined one. What in the world? I miss you so much, my noble princess and shining armor. Okay. I must have lost my mind for being trapped in this strange place. You've come all this way to rescue little old me? I'm like, actually tearing up here. Okay, first of all, why am I your princess? Well, you don't exactly strike me as a prince. With neither logic nor context to hold on to, my thoughts simply gave up. Character reactions change based on your choices. Combat route continues through chapter 6, and since choices aren't effective at any level yet, free to choose whatever you like. Okay, so any choices we can do is perfectly fine since this is the demo either way. If I let myself get dragged into this, I'll only regret it. Close the box, put it back where it belongs. Let's just close the top and pretend we didn't see this weird biscuit creature. Hold on. For something small enough to fit in my palm, it has a truly astonishing set of lungs. Though I have no idea where a biscuit-like creature is supposed to have vocal cords in the first place. You're going to abandon me? In this dark, gloomy prison? All by myself? Truly? Well, maybe not. I'm just noticing he's so small. I don't know if you guys can see the sprite, but it's just like this little pixels right here peeking out of the box. Oh my God. We have to keep the little biscuit creature safe. I need to protect this biscuit creature, and I pray we don't get a whole Q-based situation, please. Don't make the biscuit creature betray me in the end. I'm gonna be so sad. Just as I decided to ignore it and turned away, a small, pitiful sob rose from within the box. A crying biscuit, huh? Part of me was curious how it could even cry. but I looked away before I got dragged any deeper into this madness. We're actually leaving the biscuit? If I keep talking to this biscuit, I feel like I'll lose my grip on reality. Don't leave me, please. If you leave me here, I'm absolutely cursing you. I'm just messing with you. How could I curse someone I love? Did a biscuit I just met just confess its feelings to me? That's ridiculous. In this absurd situation, love from a biscuit was the last thing I needed. Say something, anything. Don't just leave me hanging. Boo-hoo. I think we gotta take the biscuit creature with us. Oh, what? Your name was what? My name is Eat Me. From now on, just call me Eat Me. Who the hell named the biscuit Eat Me? Please tell me you did not give your... Is that why he has a bite taken out? He introduced himself like, hi, I'm Eat Me. And then someone says, okay, and just chomp, took a little bite out of this poor guy. Are you good? Oh, Eat Me. It's gonna be so funny just saying his name. Begging 1 second. Introducing itself the next. Yeah, right. Wait, help me out first and I'll get you out of here. So please let me out. Pretty please?
정말?
Really? Totally. I know how to get out of this room and outside. Well, can't hurt to try. It's not like I've got a better plan. I untie the ribbon wrapped around what I can only assume is Eat Me's body? Once freed, Eat Me hopped lightly into the air and landed on my shoulder. Perfect. Now, let's get out of here. Oh, right. Where's the cell key? Wow, Eat Me, that is what I was trying to find earlier. If I had that, don't you think I've been gone by now? Wait, what? That's bad. Super bad. Yeah, I knew it was too much to expect help. What? Our whole plan? I can't believe there's no key in the whole prison cell. I mean, if the key were inside the cell, the whole locking someone up thing wouldn't really work. Oh, is this like an escape room then? Stop being so logical. You're crushing my tiny little hopes. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here first before I can show you the way. You sure you checked everywhere? I think I checked everywhere. What is that? No creature, no monster, no creature, no monster, no creature, no monster. What was that? You heard that too, right? Eat me? What do you mean hide yourself? Do I have to get under the bed? What is that? Before I could even look for a hiding place, a massive figure appeared beyond the bars. Whatever that thing is, human is not the word for it. There is no way I am going to fight that. What the hell is that? It towered far above 2 meters, with enormous blue, gleaming blades for arms and legs that creaked like old machinery. But that's not even the worst part. From beneath the ragged hood covering its body, something wet and foul oozed down. It might be blood? Just looking at it fills me with fear and nausea. What is that? Drops of blood were slowly trickling from where its eyes should have been, like the suit marks on a playing card. Snap out of it. Don't just stand there. Wait, it can't come in, right? It doesn't have the key. Surely, if it doesn't have the key, it can't break in. That's logic here. The biscuit, no. Eat Me shout jolted me back to reality, and I heard it muttering. Well, what in the world is it trying to say? The sinner must be executed. Let death fall upon the sinner. Get down, Lottie. Well, I guess it could break in without the key. Eat Me desperately tugged at my clothes with his tiny arms, and I just barely managed to dodge it in time. My breath caught in my throat. We can't take that thing head on. Got anything we can use to block its line of sight, even for a split second. The blanket! Even for one tiny moment. Something to block its view. Yep, okay, so this is where we use it. I grabbed the blanket I'd taken earlier, shook it open, and hurled it at the thing. Okay, now we run. Doesn't matter where. The thing thrashed about, flailing its blade arms widely and smashing the bars apart. You did it. Now's our chance. Let's get out of here. I sprinted toward the opposite end of the prison with every last bit of strength I had. Okay. Oh, thank God. That wasn't too bad. That creature, I do not want to face it, and I feel like there's even scarier things the further we explore this prison. I was so out of breath. My heart felt ready to burst, and my vision started to blur. But no matter how far I ran down the corridor, there was still no exit in sight. Don't go through any doors. Just run straight ahead, all the way to the end. I can't go on. No, it's right behind us. Honestly, if I was stuck in this situation, there is a very high chance I would be dead, because just like MC, I do not have the strength, stamina, energy, what have you. I would be so done. The thing would just swipe and cut my legs off, and I'm just falling to the ground, and I attempt to crawl away, and it's over for me. I had no idea what it was saying, but I could tell it was mocking us. How did it come to this? Why me? Okay, this has to be a dream. It has to be. There's little Evie! Look at our little biscuit buddy! I couldn't run another step. Then maybe I should stop struggling and give up while I still can. Just as that thought was starting to settle over me. Don't give up. Eat Me, still hanging onto my shoulder, tightened his grip on my clothes. I don't want you to die. Eat Me's words had barely left its mouth before it threw its— What do you mean the little biscuit sacrificed itself? The soldier-like monster instinctively swung its blade arm, and then— Do not tell me, Eat Me, our little biscuit buddy's already dead. What do you mean? Oh my god, I barely knew our little biscuit buddy. Eat Me. Oh my god. I thought our little biscuit buddy was gonna be with us till the end. It sacrificed itself. What the hell? Bro. That hurts so damn much. Eat Me had more courage than me. Eat Me really said, my little body will be a shield for you. I'm so sorry. I have to avenge Eat Me. That's it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. We're gonna take down this blade monster. I am avenging our biscuit buddy. Eat Me let out one last piercing scream before his body was crushed. Sitting liquid. Oh my god. We have Eat Me's gore on us. What is this? Eat Me was a biscuit, so this stuff was probably jam. The smear in my cheek smelled sweet, like it was trying to prove me right, but after seeing Eat Me crushed right before my eyes, it no longer felt like jam at all. You were just talking to me a second ago. This can't be real, right? But there is no time to think. For the moment, the sticky orange mess was blocking its view. If I wasted this chance, Eat Me's sacrifice would mean nothing. Clinging to that thought, I forced myself forward, only to misstep and nearly lose my balance. Oh my god, are you serious? Still, I kept running. Itmi's words kept echoing in my head. Run to the end of the hallway. Finally, I reached the end of the hallway, and there it was, a door. Is that an exit? Without a second thought, I threw the door open. But what lay beyond it was another endless prison hallway, with door after door stretching on forever. This can't be. For one brief moment, hope rose in me, the hope that I might actually escape. Then a heavier wave of despair wrapped around me, dragging me down. I shut my eyes tight. This would be such a wonderful moment if one of the love interests decide to come and save me, right? And all I could see was that orange-red liquid splattering everywhere, over and over. As if to mock my desperate wish for this all to be a dream, footsteps began to echo from somewhere beyond. With what little energy I had left, I locked the door behind me. Even so, a few swings of those blade arms would probably shatter it in no time. Just as I was about to sink to the floor, frozen by the fear of death, a door flew open beside me, and before I could react, someone grabbed my arm and pulled me inside.
이쪽이야.
Yes. What the? I fought back with instinct, but he moved faster. One hand over my mouth, the other locking me in place. Ah, first guy!
미안해. 잠시만.
Okay, I will. I'll listen to everything you say.
난 네 척이 아니니까 안심해. 너를 구하러 왔어.
As I stared at him, the man who's shown up just when I had nowhere left to run. It reminded me of those stories that begin with a suffering heroine being saved just when all hope seems lost. The kind that ended with, and they lived happily ever after. But I didn't have the luxury of getting lost in fairy tale feelings. Who is he anyway? Why would he come to save me? Does he know me? Can I even trust him? Wait, what if he's not human? Before I could make sense of anything, the monster let out another shriek, like it was searching for me. Amid the muffled shrieks, a horrible rustling sound crept closer and closer. As I curled up on instinct, he leaned in and whispered right by my ear.
괜찮아.
I had no idea how he could be so sure, but still, he was better than a blade-swinging monster. At least this one could talk. For now, getting out alive came before doubting him. Holding my breath, I decided to follow his lead. After what felt like an eternity, the footsteps finally faded, and he slowly let go of me. Taking a slow step back, I carefully studied him with wary eyes. Pale mint hair, loosely tied back, and golden eyes beneath long eyelashes. And his shoulders, trembling ever so slightly. Strangely, he looked even more shaken than I was. Was he trying to reassure me, even though he seemed so anxious himself? The look on his face was a tangled mix of helplessness, sorrow, and joy. Something impossible to name.
이제 다 지나간 것 같아. 갑자기 붙잡아서 미안해. 많이 놀랐지?
Ooh, the mouths do move when he's talking too. I like that. Even as I regarded him with open suspicion, the first thing he offered me was an apology. No, please don't apologize. I should be the one thanking you for saving me. If he had truly saved me out of pure kindness, then I'd just been incredibly rude to him. Realizing it a little too late, I quickly shook my head and hurried to thank him. Only then did he seem to relax, and he finally looked back at me instead of avoiding my eyes.
어디 다친 곳은 없...
His eyes scanned over me, then stopped on something. His brow tightened. What is it? What's with that look? I followed his gaze downward and found his eyes fixed on my leg. Do you have a scratch? Like a cut? Oh, yeah, we do! I must have scraped it somewhere while running in a panic. Blood was trickling from the raw skin.
잠시만, 거기 앉아봐.
Without missing a beat, he knelt on one knee in front of me and pulled a handkerchief and a bottle of water from his bag.
먼지 좀 닦아낼게. 쓰려도 참아줘.
Alright, I'll say so. Go ahead. He dampened his handkerchief with water and carefully dabbed at the wound. Mew, hello! Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well today.
이제 일어나도 괜찮아. 아, 미안해. 제대로 된 의료 도구가 없어서 응급처치 정도밖에 못했어.
No, thank you. You did your best. I appreciate it, honestly. I would not have noticed I was injured unless you said something. No, this is more than enough. Thank you. Somehow, he seemed like the kind of person who apologized out of habit. As I watched him rise and smooth out his clothes, my thoughts began to stir. Can I really trust him? Or should I run off on my own while I still can? My eyes drifted toward the door I came through.
여기서 나가고 싶어?
What are the chances of him killing me? Like, he saved me from that blade monster. So there's definitely a reason why he did that. If he wanted to see me die, he probably just watched from the shadows and watched the monster kill me. So either he's doing this out of the kindness of his heart or he has an ulterior motive. For now, I'll say out of the kindness of his heart. We haven't met the other guides yet, so at least we're gonna survive a bit, right? Huh?
그래도 섣불리 행동하지 않는 게 좋아. 하나뿐인 목숨이니까 소중히 지켜야지.
With that, he fell silent, simply staring at me for a moment before slowly speaking again.
여유로운 상황은 아니지만 간단히 통성명이라도 할까?
Okay. He was right. It felt almost silly, given the situation.
나는 유리라고 해.
Yuri, okay.
너는?
I'm giving him my name at least. It should be fine, right? Unless names have power in this world, I think it's fine to introduce ourselves. Hopefully this does not come back to bite us. I'm Lottie.
그렇구나.
He repeated it softly to himself, over and over, as if trying to memorize it.
나이는 어떻게 돼? 우리 비슷한 나이 같은데 계속 존댓말을 쓰길래.
Oh, we just met, so being polite feels easier. I'm 18, I think. What do you mean you think?
아마도라는 건
Oh, okay. So still more of the memory loss.
않다는 뜻이지?
How did he figure that out so quickly?
딱 들킨 표정이네. 네가 직접 말해준 셈인데. 사실 나도 마찬가지였어. 기억이 모호한 상태로 이 세계에서 눈을 떴지.
Oh, okay. So that's good to know. He's not originally from this world himself, so we're in the same situation. I wonder how long he's been here, though.
그리고 이곳을 나가면 우리와 같은 처지의 친구들이 몇 명 더 모여 있어.
Alright, so I'm assuming those are the other love interests.
우리도 아직 많은 걸 알진 못하지만 여기에서
Living?
살면서 꽤 많은 정보를 모아왔거든.
Oh no, okay. Seeing the word living means he's been here for a while, and I just realized I'm in the way of the word living.
내게도 도움을 줄 수 있을 것 같은데 괜찮으면 나와 함께 가지 않을래?
Can I really trust him? I feel like there's nothing wrong with trusting, but we always save either way. There we go. Oh, escape. Alright, we'll trust him. We'll go with you. Maybe I'll end up regretting this. But right now, I don't have much of a choice. Yeah, we can't. Would you risk it just trying to explore this unknown place by yourself? Or go with a group of guys who've already explored it themselves and they know it better than you? I feel like if I was by myself, I would die so easily. I would definitely risk it to at least follow him for a bit and see more and learn more about this place from him. And it's not like I can fight off those monsters alone in this world I know nothing about. I pushed down the bad feeling in my stomach and nodded. Okay, I'll go with you.
정말? 믿어줘서 고마워.
Do not make me regret trusting you, please.
바깥 상황을 봐서 내가 들어왔던 길로 나가자.
We can go outside? Even though I was sure, I didn't sound very willing. A pleased smile spread across his face, and he led the way. Was this really something to be that happy about? I was the one being helped here. Is he just a genuinely good person? Or is there something else behind all of this?
여전히 의심이 가득한 표정이네. 좋은 마음가짐이라고 생각해. 개인적으로는. 하지만 적어도 나는 진심으로 네가 죽지 않기를 바라거든. 이 세계에는 아까 네가 본 것 같은 괴물이 가득해. 조금만 방심해도 그들에게 습격당해 다치거나 목숨을 잃기 십상이야. 그래서 널 돕고 싶어. 만약 아니다 싶으면 언제든 널 붙잡지 않을게.
Hold on, my model is in the way of the text. Let me fix that real quick. Just off to the side a bit. I think that's good. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I was in the way for a bit. There we go. Alright. I'll count on you, Yuri.
믿어줘서 고마워. 그럼 가볼까?
As we stepped outside the prison, the world opened before us, shrouded in darkness.
괜찮아?
Pretty good. Now I'm out of that stifling prison. I can actually breathe fresh air, feel some wind on my skin. I like all of these ambient noises compared to the prison. So yeah, I'm doing so much better now. Yes. My awkward answer slipped out before I could collect myself. Yuri watched me with concern before speaking again.
혹시
No, you're good. I can walk by myself. But if we slow down, those monsters from before might catch up to us.
그건
You don't have to worry about that. Those things can't enter this forest anyway. Oh, so are they just prison monsters? This place runs on a rule like that. A rule? I'll explain it once we get there. Without another word, he turned and continued into the depths of the forest. It was hard to tell how long we'd been walking. The dense wood slowly opened up, revealing a clearing where the grass was noticeably well kept. At the center stood a modest little house with a red roof, surrounded by a wooden fence. Yuri stepped past the fence without a moment's hesitation and motioned for me to follow. Oh, well, this looks nice. Okay. As I followed him inside, a cozy space and warm wood tones wrapped around me like a blanket. Inside, two tall men greeted me with warm, friendly smiles. Other love
정말
interest!
살아있는 사람이잖아. 잘못 본 줄 알았는데 제대로 봤나 보네.
유리, 늦어져서 걱정했어. 그래도 별일 없어 보여서 정말 다행이야. 그리고 그 옆에 너도 어서 와. 많이 놀랐을 텐데 편하게 있어도 괜찮아.
Hello. Thank you for the hospitality. I appreciate it. The two men had been resting at a large table in the living room. But the moment they saw Yuri and me, They stood up and came over. One was a red-haired man, watching me with keen interest. The other, a blonde wearing a gentle, relieved smile. Noticing I was silently trying to gauge the situation, Yuri quickly stepped in and began introducing them.
왼쪽의 적발이 레이븐, 오른쪽의 금발은 세츠라고 해.
Alright, red hair is Raven, which is hilarious, and blonde is Setsu. We have Yuri, Raven, and Setsu so far.
이쪽은 18살이라고 했으니 나와 레이븐이랑
Oh, okay.
동갑이고 세츠는 1살 연상이야.
Everyone's around the same age. That is not bad. Oh, yeah.
연상이라지만 큰 차이도 아니니까 편하게 말 놓아도 괜찮아.
나는 맘껏 편하게 대해줘. 동갑이니까 친구잖아.
They must have noticed how tense I was, since all of them seemed to be choosing the words carefully, trying to ease the mood around me.
세츠, 임시로 치료해주긴 했지만 아까 다리를 다쳤거든. 치료해주지 않을래?
그래? 다쳤구나. 이리로 와볼래?
It's not that bad.
혹시라도 덧나면 안 되니까 제대로 소독하고 치료하는 게 좋아.
I felt, for some reason, like a kid being scolded, so I quietly sat down in the chair and held out my leg. Setsu, right. He seems pretty used to doing this. I was just starting to be impressed by how quick and thorough he was. Just then, Yuri came out of the back room with a book in his hands. As Setsu tidied up the medical tools, his eyes moved to the book in Yuri's hands, then flicked between it and me with concern.
바로 보여주려고?
What is it?
지금 보여주는 게 나을 것 같아. 계속 궁금하게 두는 건 미안하니까.
What are you two talking about? A short silence followed. Yuri seemed to hesitate for a moment, then finally spoke, as if he made up his mind.
아까 도착하면 내게 설명해주겠다고 했잖아. 우리는 너보다 일찍부터 이곳에 살면서 나름대로 많은 걸 알아냈거든. 아마 지금부터 내가 할 말은
Okay.
쉽게 믿기 어려울 거야. 그러니까 본격적인 이야기를 하기 전에 이 책부터 읽어줬으면 해.
With that, he passed me a book with a black cover. Time in Wonderland. Apocalyptic Chronicles. Hold on, I feel like the voices... Yeah, the voices sound a bit low, so I'm going to turn those up real quick. There we go. Release date. Genre, dark fantasy RPG. Story. Oh, I love the way they're doing this. It reminds me of Madoka. Madoka. Dear God, I promise I know how to say it. Welcome to the world of Time in Wonderland. Since the coronation of the Queen of Hearts, a new age has dawned upon us. Even now, our Queen of Hearts, Her Majesty herself, devotes her days to making this world orderly, joyful, and peaceful. Our glorious queen, who loves Wonderland more than anyone else. Doubt Her Majesty, and off with your head. Let flowing red blood stain the white roses deep. And let all the traitors who sow unrest be brought to merciless judgment. Only faithful shall guard the peace of this world. Well, okay. What if we just don't even go to the queen? Will we be fine then? What on earth is this nonsense? Wonderland has fallen into ruin. In some villages, bitter cold and blizzards rage on, while famine only deepens. What does the queen do when disaster devours her people? Those who dared give voice to that question were beheaded, their severed heads left hanging in the square. The people trembled in fear, and one by one, those who dared to ask questions vanished. We have waited for the one who will deliver Wonderland for— Not me! I just got here! It is you, the outsider who can wield the power of mysterious magic. Our hero. From the cruel queen. Please, we beg you, save us. May you be the one to free this world from the tyrant queen of hearts. You are the lone hope remaining in this world of despair. Overthrow the cold-hearted tyrant queen of hearts and save Wonderland. Game introduction. A variety of adventures await you in Wonderland. The Mystic Woods, the Twilight Graveyard, the City of Lanterns, and the Floating Castle. Every region is filled with mysteries, inviting you to test your wits and make choices that matter. Solve puzzles and take on the challenges that await. Your choices and actions will carve the path of your destiny. Well, gave me a whole ass introduction. Can I just say no? A game? What does that even mean? Wait, so this place is supposed to be some kind of game world? Right now, every bit of confusion inside me must be rising straight to my face. In this game, is this some kind of world overrun with slaughter?
표정 장난 아니네.
Yeah, you would have the same expression too, right?
그래. 나도 처음에 그 책을 읽었을 땐 얼마나 어이가 없던지. 여왕님? 처형? 이 세계에서 온 모험가? 내가? 정말 말도 안 되는 소리잖아. 그치?
Unlike Raven, who laughed and joked cheerfully, Setsu and Yuri looked painfully serious.
네가 듣기에도 황당하기 그지없는 이야기일 거야. 우리도 처음엔 다를 게 없었거든. 하지만 실제로 그 책에 적힌 대로 기존 상식으로는 이해할 수 없는 일들이 눈앞에서 벌어지고 매일같이 괴물과 마주하고 누군가가 처형당하는 걸 보고 있자니 점점 현실을 받아들일 수밖에 없었어.
네가 그랬듯 우리 또한 영문도 모른 채 이 세계로 떨어진 이방인이야. 그러니까 우리가 여기 나온 영웅이라고 가정하고 이 책의 내용을 따라가면 하트 퀸을 무찌르고 이 게임을 클리어하면 원래 세계로 돌아갈 수 있을지도 몰라.
Okay.
아마도 어디까지나 가정일 뿐이지만.
Yuri fell silent, his wavering eyes betraying just how uncertain he was.
우리는 계속 이렇게 숨어 지낼 수만은 없다고 생각했어. 그래서 얼른 게임을
Oh,
클리어하려고
okay.
했지.
Waking up after 12 or not to see a pretty MC. Right, she is so gorgeous. And it looks like I'm glad they at least are attempting to clear the game, so we're not here fresh.
하지만 우리의 힘만으로는 도저히 하트 퀸이 있다는 천공의 성까지 갈 수가 없었어.
그래서 어떡하면 좋을까 고민하던 차에 수상한 자가 나타났다! 하고 광장이 시끌시끌해지는 거야. 무슨 일인가 하고 몰래 슬쩍 보니까
And who was it?
기절한 채로 끌려가는 수상한 자가 있었지.
Oh!
근데 인상착의가 아무리 봐도 우리랑 비슷하더라고.
Okay. So now we know why we were stuck in that prison. And if they brought us there, that seems to be why that monster was there patrolling. I guess it's like a guard for the prison. But oh my god, wait! The Queen of Hearts has something like that patrolling her prisons? My god, she doesn't want to just kill people.
그래서 바로 직감했지. 아, 우리와 같은 이방인이 또 나타났구나 하고 말이야.
구하러 가는 게 늦어서 정말 미안해. 다치기 전에 구할 수 있었다면 좋았을 텐데.
No, like I said already, you saved my life. Please don't be sorry. As I watched Yuri look genuinely sorry, I barely managed to get the words out and press a hand to my throbbing head. Is this really happening? All of this nonsense is real.
사람을 세워두고 우리끼리 너무 오래 떠든 것 같네. 여기에 오래 있다 보면 자연스레 마음이 급해지거든. 일단 오늘은 모두 푹 쉬는 게 좋겠어. 아, 괜찮다면 내 방을 써줄래?
Oh, really? Thank you.
쓰던 방이라 미안하지만 이 오두막에는 방이 3개뿐이거든.
Whose cabin is it though, is what I want to know.
어느 정도 정리는 깔끔히 해뒀으니까 편하게 있어줘. 나는 거실 소파에서 잘 테니까 걱정하지 말고.
I shook my head, quickly waving off Setsu's offer. It's like I'm just barging in and taking your room from you. I can't do that. I mean, I'm the smallest one here anyway. I can just take the couch. My answer only made Setsu look even more guilty, his brows drawing together. Why are they being this kind to someone they just met? I think it's like an empathy, like we're humans, we gotta stick together, because they're also stuck in this game too.
정말 괜찮아. 게다가 넌 환자잖아. 여기에 온 지 얼마 되지도 않았고 말은 안 해도 많이 혼란스럽고 피곤할 거야. 많이 지쳤을 텐데 푹 쉬어줘. 내일을 위해 기력을 회복한다고 생각하고.
He said it with a worried smile. Somehow, they made it hard to turn down such genuine kindness. I ended up giving a quiet nod.
부담 갖지 마. 우린 이제부터 같은 팀이니까. 뭐든 도와줄 테니까 사소한 일이라도 편하게 말해줘.
세츠 말고도 나와 레이븐에게 이야기해도 괜찮아. 부담 가질 필요 없어.
그럼 이제 우린 친구니까.
How can they trust someone they just met so easily? I'm not there yet. I still couldn't fully believe everything they said. But I was too drained, mentally and physically, to think any deeper. I mumbled something vague and quietly headed into the room. Alright. There's a little sprite. She seems closer to blonde because of the undertone they use, but white hair, red eyes, forget the men for me. Yeah, I can definitely see a bit more of the blonde-ish undertone. It's kind of hard to pinpoint the exact color I'm thinking about. So, this is the room Setsu has been using. Somehow, it feels warm and comforting. Alright, so we've only met 3 of the guys so far. There's still 1 more left. I do not know his name or how we're gonna find him. But it's obvious by the way Setsu, Yuri, and Raven have been talking about. They have no clue who the 4th love interest guy is, so I'm assuming we're gonna meet him later. I'm not sure if he's part of the human faction once we find him and he helps us try and get out of this game, or maybe he's somehow working for the Queen of Hearts himself. That would be really nice to see, actually. Someone kind of on the opposing side, even though he's also stuck here too. Actually, I don't even know if he's human like us also, or if he's part of this game. That would be interesting to see him be like a character in the game himself. But yeah, Raven, Yuri, and Setsu, far as I know, they're pretty kind people. Nothing really to question or be suspicious about. We're all human here. We all got Isekai'd into this game. We need to figure out a way out of here. So I think it should be fun to stay with them for the next few days as we get our bearings and understand more about this world, because this seems like MC doesn't really believe them all the way, but she has no choice at this point. All right, so as always, to go all the way down, and let's see what we can find in the room. Books were neatly lined up on the bookshelf. Among the unfamiliar titles, one name caught my eye, oddly familiar. Huh. So we remember this from where we were. Alice in Wonderland. Oh, I didn't say it before, but she has a hairpin the shape of an A. I pulled it out and opened it out of curiosity, but the pages were blank. I tried a few more within reach, but they were the same. Oh, all these books, are they just for decoration? Okay, well. Books and newspapers were arranged in orderly stacks on the desk. Looking closer, I noticed they were written in a language I didn't recognize, yet somehow I could read it as though I'd known it all along. The book was about the history of Wonderland, and the newspapers were full of articles praising the Queen of Hearts. Had he been researching this world in his own way? Alright, we got a plant. A pot of rosemary sat on the top of the drawer. A gentle fragrance drifted through the room, quietly calming my nerves. And I guess bedtime? Soft blankets and pillows were neatly laid out, looking comfortable and inviting. The bed was made so neatly, there wasn't a single wrinkle. Somehow, that felt very Setsu. I feel like I've checked every corner of the room. With sleep still out of reach, I quietly opened the door and stepped out into the living room. Do not walk into any mysterious meeting between all three of them, please. Oh, we're good, okay. I stepped into the living room and found Setsu sitting on the sofa in casual clothes, lost in thought.
혹시 잠이 안 오는 거야?
Yeah, it's definitely a bit hard considering my current situation. Yeah, kind of. I'm tired, but I just can't sleep. Setsu smiled softly and shifted aside to make room for me.
어떤 느낌인지 알 것 같기도 해. 나도 처음 여기 왔을 때 그랬거든.
Really?
아무 기억 없이 홀로 낯선 곳에 떨어졌는데 뭘 해야 할지 도무지 감이 안 왔다고 해야 하나?
So, we all went through the same thing, huh?
당시에는 꽤 오랫동안 나 혼자서 지내기도 했고.
On your own. So, you weren't with Yuri and Raven from the beginning. Setsu answered with a small, gentle nod.
레이븐이랑 유리를 처음 만났을 땐 아까 내게 보여준 책도 없어서 고생을 좀 했어. 아무것도 알 수 없는 상황에서 우리처럼 여기 떨어진 사람들이 또 있는지 찾으면서 그렇게 조금씩 정보를 모아갈 수밖에 없었지. 그렇다 보니 같은 처지에 있는 사람들끼리 더 의지하게 되더라고. 그래서 네가 더 눈에 밟혔는지도 모르겠어. 아무튼 그렇게 계속 막연히 탐험을 이어가다가 처음 그 설명서를 발견했을 땐 얼마나 어이가 없었는지. 누군가 우리를 가지고 장난이라도 치는 게 아닐까 싶어서 몇 분 동안 서로 눈치만 보면서 아무 말도 못했지. 그 활발한 레이븐조차 멍한 표정을 짓더라니까. 당장 우리를 믿어달라고도 친구라고 생각해달라고도 하지 않을게. 다만 네 감정을 억지로 숨기지 말고 마음이 이끄는 대로 행동했으면 해. 지금까지의 이야기는 이제 막 여기에 홀로 떨어진 이방인을 걱정하는 또 다른 이방인의 오지랖 넓은 혼잣말 정도로 들어줬으면 좋겠어.
Oh, okay. Save. The clicking noises when you go over things is so satisfying. This definitely has to be real. At least in my experience, I would say it's real up to this point. I would finally admit, yeah, I am stuck here in the game and I don't know what to do. Honestly, back there, when I was being chased, I thought I was going to die. I was terrified. My memory's still spotty, so I can't say for sure, but I don't think I've ever faced anything like that before. Even now, Thinking about it makes my heart race. What if they come after me again? Setsu watched me in silence until I calmed down, then gave me a faint smile, as if to say everything was okay. After a brief moment, lost in thought, he quietly stood up.
잠시만, 여기 앉아 있어봐.
He headed to the kitchen, and soon, the soft clinking of dishes drifted through the quiet night air. I'm sitting there on the sofa, spacing out to the sound when...
뭐야 너희? 이 밤중에 안 자고 뭐해?
Raven?
레이븐도 나왔구나. 잠시 앉아 있을래?
이 향기는...
안 돼. 궁금증을 지켜줘야지.
Guessing about what?
어쩔까?
Raven looked from Setsu to me, a mischievous glint in his eyes, then flopped down beside me.
세츠, 너 혼자 점수 따려고 그러는 거지? 치사해.
Huh? What are you talking about?
그럴 리가. 레이븐이 보는 나는 그런 이미지였구나.
Setsu gave a light chuckle and came over with the teacups. CG!
뜨거우니까 조심해.
What is this?
허브티야. 잠이 안 올 때 도움이 된다고 해서 종종 마시고 있어.
As I lifted the cup, the soft herbal scent curled beneath my nose. It smells nice. Come to think of it, your room had the same kind of scent too.
예리한데? 맞아. 방에도 화분을 키우고 있어.
나도 잘 마실게.
Raven took the teacup from him without a second thought, as though this thing was nothing new between them. As Raven took an easy sip of his tea, Setsu quietly came closer.
많이 불안해?
His sudden question left me speechless, but he didn't push, just smiled gently and waited.
우리는 여기에 꽤 오랫동안 갇혀 있었지만 왠지 너와 함께라면 곧 다 같이 돌아갈 수 있을 것 같은 느낌이 들어. 그냥 막연하게 그런 생각이 들더라고. 아무튼 지금은 우리를 믿기 어려울 수도 있겠지만 믿음직한 사람이 되도록 노력해볼게. 네가 끝까지 우리를 믿어주지 않더라도 괜찮아. 당장은 아닐지 몰라도 언젠가 우리랑 함께하는 순간이 내게 작은 위로가 되면 좋겠어.
Raven finished his tea and chimed in.
치, 세츠한테 멋진 역할 다 뺏겼네. 나도 좀 멋져 보이고 싶었는데. 아무튼 여기가 흉흉하긴 해도 명색이 원더랜드거든. 나름 이름값 하는 멋진 장소도 꽤 많아. 그런 곳도 하나하나 훌륭하게 가이드해 줄 테니까 그냥 여행 왔다고 생각하고 즐겨.
What does that mean? His unfound confidence and endless optimism made me laugh despite myself. I could tell they were trying to keep things light for me. Thanks, both of you. Once I finished my tea, I said goodnight and went back to my room. Lying in bed beneath the soft blanket, I closed my eyes. The day passed quietly through my mind. I woke up in a prison I'd never seen before. I met a talking biscuit. Our poor buddy who sacrificed ourselves. Please let our biscuit buddy somehow come back to life. I nearly got myself killed by a monster with giant blades. That monster, it was a card soldier, wasn't it? Just like the one from the book. The thought of the card soldier made me see it all over again. The biscuit crumbling apart before my eyes. No matter how many times I tried to wipe it away, that orange-red stain wouldn't go away. Just when I was about to give up, it told me not to. Kept saying silly stuff about being my destined partner. And after all of that, it's still... Before I came here, biscuits definitely weren't alive. But the biscuit I'd met, Eat Me, was. It talked to me. It cried. It laughed. It had feelings. It had a name. So then, isn't the only one word for me for what happened to Eat Me death? We barely had any time together. So why did it go that far for me? A tiny life that broke apart so easily, like a soft cookie. The feel of that moment clung to my fingertips, lingering in my nose, and stuck somewhere deep in my mind. I couldn't even properly grieve its death. Maybe that's why. The moment it broke apart, and the feel of it kept eating away at me, as if it wanted me to remember. It died because of you. And yet, I'm alive. I survived. Then it hit me all at once, cold enough to make my skin crawl. One thought led to another, each one knotting tighter in my head. Why do I have to go through this? Why? Anxiety rushed back in, and I squeezed my eyes shut again. And then...
적어도 나는 진심으로 네가 죽지 않기를 바라거든.
I don't want you to die. I felt the two voices were echoing each other in my head. Why did those words come to me twice, here of all places? Maybe Yuri simply didn't want to watch someone die right in front of him, as one human being to another. Strangers or not, we were both human. No one would want to see that. But I still couldn't make sense of the things Eat Me had said and done. Even so, there are beings in this world who want me to stay alive. The fear and doubt were still there. But their words stayed with me, softening the darker thoughts little by little. I might regret this tomorrow. But for tonight, I'm just glad I'm not alone. We survived one day? We did, thank God. Okay. Oh my gosh. Survived one day in this dang RPG. We have some buddies. We have not met our other love interests yet. I am praying our buddy Eat Me can somehow come back to life. I stirred awake as sunlight spilled through the window. The soft, steady chop of a knife against a cutting board came from beyond the door, along with the faint sizzle from a pan. Oh, breakfast! From the sound of it, someone must be cooking. Setsu, maybe? He seemed like the type who knew his way around a kitchen. It has to be Raven. After I got dressed and stepped out, I found someone unexpected cooking in the kitchen, apron and all.
Huh.
Oh, it's Yuri! Oh, Lottie, how did you sleep? Yeah, thanks to everyone looking out for me.
그리고
Breakfast almost ready. Why don't you sit on the sofa and rest for a bit? Yeah, of course, Raven be the one to sleep in. Morning. Raven came out of his room and flopped down at the table like he'd done it a dozen of times before. After a moment's hesitation, I asked Raven, does Yuri usually do all the cooking himself? Yeah, pretty much. Yuri's cooking is something else. You're in for a treat. I see. Still, everyone's done so much for me. I should at least try to pitch in. Yuri, Is there anything I can do to help? Just as I was about to get up, Yuri turned back, looked a little flustered, and gently stopped me.
Huh?
Oh, no, really, don't worry about it. I don't mind. I'm doing this because I want to, so... Besides, if you cut yourself while using a knife, that wouldn't be good. I mean, there must be something I could do besides chopping. Okay, I'll just sit here then. Thank you. It wouldn't feel right to push when he was already trying to defuse. I went over to the table and sat across from Raven. I wonder what's for breakfast today. Lottie, got any favorite foods? Ooh, for breakfast? What do I like? Recently I ate like croissants with some salami cooked and then some fruit. It's been a lot of plums and like apples recently for me, good as hell. But I'm also a big pancake girl. I think pancake with like just regular syrup or like the fruit flavored syrup like from IHOP is really good. I have not had a hash brown or pancakes in a while though. I might actually have to make me some after stream. Huh? I don't know. Nothing really comes to mind. Watching Raven approach me with an easy smile and friendly small talk first thing in the morning, it was hard to stay wary of him. He really doesn't seem like a bad person after all. While Raven chatted away, the soft sizzle of breakfast cooking filled the kitchen, warm and appetizing. Then, suddenly, I heard a door open. Good morning, everyone. Lottie, did you get some rest? Setsu came over to the table and sat beside me, his hair still damp like he just washed up. Yeah, good morning, Setsu. I slept well. Thanks for letting me use your room.
별 말씀을.
Don't mention it. If you're able to rest, then that's all that matters.
어때?
How's the pain? Any better? Yeah, it's not as bad as yesterday. While I was still awkwardly answering Setsu, Raven was already hanging around Yuri, peeking at what he was cooking.
유리!
Yuri, what's on the menu for breakfast?
그건
Ooh, French toast, mashed potatoes, and...
Oh.
Not yet. No sneaking bites. Raven swept a sausage from the pan and popped it into his mouth, then... Huh? What are you talking about, Yuri? You seeing things? He carried the plate over to the table, looking perfectly innocent. Yuri sighed at him, like he was used to dealing with his antics. So, they definitely have been here for a while. They're very calm around each other. Like, they can just do just about anything and feel perfectly fine. While Setsu watched them with a quiet smile, as if this was nothing new to him. Watching them like that, all the dangers I faced yesterday already feel like some long, far-off dream. Even at a glance, I could tell how much care Yuri had put into the breakfast. Golden brown French toast, crisp on the outside and custardy within. Freshly made mashed potatoes, seasoned with herbs and cracked paper. And even little sausages cut into cute octopus shapes. The rich scent of butter mingled with the warmth of the morning air, completing the perfect brunch. As I bit into the toast, the sweetness of maple syrup spread across my tongue. It was nothing fancy, but for some reason, it stirred something nostalgic in me.
자, 밥도 잘 먹었겠다. 이제 이 세계에 대해 설명 좀 해줘야 하지 않겠어?
Oh, yes, please.
어제는 책만 덜렁 주고 말도 제대로 안 해줬잖아.
Ooh. At Raven's words, Yuri opened the game menu he had shown me yesterday to the map page. Okay.
그러면 나랑 세츠가 같이 설명해 줄게. 내가 먼저 해도 괜찮을까?
오, 우리가 먼저? 의외인걸? 네가 이렇게 적극적으로 나서는 건 거의 못 본 것 같은데 말이야. 여하튼 난 찬성이야. 먼저 설명 부탁할게.
앞으로의 계획을 세우기 전에 먼저 이 원더랜드에 대해 조금 더 자세히 설명해 줄게. 너도 알다시피 이곳에는 총 6개의 구역이 있어.
All right. What is it? These signs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. So that looks like our house that we're in here. And I'm assuming we have to go all the way to where the Queen's Castle, maybe?
제일 먼저 지금 우리가 있는 곳이 바로 중립구역인 신비의 숲이야. 어제 내가 법칙에 관한 이야기를 했던 거
Mm-hmm.
기억나? 그건
Yeah, he told us we had to worry about the monsters leaving the prison and following us into the forest. So there is a rule, and what is that rule specifically? Right. That's why you said monsters can't come in here.
맞아. 여기는 플레이어의 휴식을 위해
오.
만들어진 장소라서 그래.
Okay.
정말이지. 게임이라는 컨셉에 충실한 세계라니까. 우리로선 땡큐지만.
그리고 숲의 길을 따라가다 보면 바로 고난의 미로가 나와.
Okay.
이런저런 퍼즐이 가득한 곳이라고 해야 할까? 퍼즐 하나하나의 난이도는 높지 않지만 길을 잃기가 쉬워. 그리고 길을 잘못 들면 함정이나 괴물이 나오니 조심해야 해. 게다가 며칠에 한 번씩 미로의 모양이 조금씩 바뀌어서 이전에 왔던 길을 그대로 따라가는 방식으로는 빠져나가기 어려워.
Alright, so we have to be careful there. Alright, so we have our neutral zone, the mains where we have to be careful because it does change every single day. So I'm wondering, do they just follow the path and try and get as close to the queen as they can?
안 그래도 우리도 지도를 만들어 두었는데 최근에 미로의 모양이 또 바뀐 것 같아서 처음부터 다시 만들려던 참이었거든. 그래도 항상 빠져나갈 길은 있으니까 너무 걱정하지 마.
Mm-hmm.
그리고 미로를 빠져나오면 등불의 도시가 나와. 여기에서는 NPC들로부터 도구나 의상, 식료품 등을 구매할 수 있어.
NPCs? You mean like those monsters from yesterday?
보통 NPC는 플레이어의 게임 진행을 돕기 위해 존재하는 조연이야. 예를 들면 퀘스트, 즉 보상이 걸린 임무를 내주는 마을 주민이나 임무 보상으로 받은 재화를 필요한 물품으로 바꿔주는 상인 같은 존재들이지. 그래도 이곳의 NPC들은 다른 게임 속 NPC들에 비해 비교적 자유도가 높은 편이야. 보통 NPC들은 대개 정해진 말만 반복하는데 이 세계 속 NPC들은 가벼운 대화 정도는 가능하더라고.
하지만 그렇다고 해서 우리와 같은 존재라고 하긴 어려워. 대부분은 이 세계가 게임 속이라는 걸 인지하지 못하는 데다 대화 패턴도 일정하게 반복되기 때문에 어느 정도 예측할 수 있거든.
Got it.
이렇게만 설명하면 와닿지 않을 것 같으니 레이븐, 네가 NPC를 처음 만났을 때의 이야기를 해주는 게 어떨까?
그럴까? 별거 아니긴 한데. 그러니까 내가 새치를 만나기도 전이었지. 여기저기 돌아다니다 보니까 웬 이상한
The animals
동물들이 말을
representing them is so
걸어오면서
cute.
계속 뭔가를 부탁하는 거야. 별거 아닌 심부름부터 죽을 뻔했던 일까지 종류도 정말 다양했어. 뭐랄까 동물 친구들을 위한 만능 심부름꾼이 된 기분이었달까? 그래도 뭐 서로 돕고 사는 게 좋으니까 웬만하면 다 들어줬어. 그랬더니 걔들이 어떻게든 보상을 주려고 하더라고. 그런데 그 털뭉치 같은 애들이 나한테 줄 게 뭐가 있겠어 싶기도 했고, 애초에 대가를 바라고 한 일도 아니라서 됐다고 했는데.
Raven let out a silent slinger for a moment before continuing, making a big show of it with gestures.
절대 안 된다는 거야. 꼭 받아야만 한다고 안 받으면 큰일이라도 나는 것처럼 굴더라니까.
설명서를 보니까 이 세계 자체가 그렇게 설계된 시스템인 것 같더라고. 플레이어가 정해진 퀘스트를 완료하면 그에 맞는 보상을 반드시 지급해야 하는 구조인 거지.
Alright, so NPCs are hard coded to do certain things. We can't deviate from it at all.
어떻게 보면 데이터 속 세계라 그런지 인과관계가 확실하다고 해야 할까? 우리가 식량을 얻고 생활할 수 있었던 것도 모두 NPC들이 내주는 퀘스트 덕분이었어.
So before I got here, you were all getting by on quest. Suddenly, someone I met before came to mind. Not a person, but something that could talk like one. Eat me, the tiny biscuit that chattered away at me. I hesitated for a moment over whether to bring up meeting Eat Me, then thought better of it. Could Eat Me have been one of the game's NPCs too? Just then, Yuri stood up as if something had occurred to him.
슬슬 반죽이 부풀었겠다. 세츠, 내가 보고 오는 동안 대신 설명을 부탁해도 될까?
Setsu nodded with a smile, then traced his finger across the map and pointed to a new region.
등불의 도시에서 조금 더 나가면 폐병원과 어스름의 묘지가 나와. 두 지역은 서로 맞닿아 있다시피 할 만큼 가까워. 그리고 이 지역은 대체로 날씨가 좋지 않고 유령과 비슷한 괴물이 자주 출몰해.
Raven added, the monsters around there are a lot more dangerous, so be careful. Once again, it hits me. There's almost nowhere safe in this world.
그리고 묘지에서 이어지는 길이 하나 있는데 그 길
Huh,
끝에는
who is
시계탑이
this?
있어. 이 시계탑은 아래에서 보면 구름에 가려져서 꼭대기가 잘 보이지 않을 만큼 높아. 그리고 그 꼭대기에 바로 하트퀸이 머무는 천공의 성의 입구가 있어.
Setsu paused for a moment to choose his words before quietly continuing.
우리가 하트퀸을 물리치고 여기서 벗어나려면 반드시 천공의 성까지 가야 해. 하지만
But even Raven isn't his usual light-hearted self. He lets out a small sigh and speaks.
책에 나온 대로라면 시계탑 꼭대기에 천공의 성으로 이어지는 길이 있어야 했는데 막상 가보니까 아무것도 없었어. 천공의 성은 말 그대로 허공에 떠 있어서 길이 없으면 날아가지 않는 이상 도달할 수 없거든. 그래서 시계탑 꼭대기에 줄을 매달고 번지 점프해서
No,
건너갈까
let's not do that.
생각해봤는데 관뒀어.
그때 레이븐이 그 말을 했을 때 혹시라도 진짜 뛰어내릴까봐 심장이 철렁했다고. 농담이었지?
당연하지.
Didn't Raven take just a little too long to answer?
정말이라니까. 아무리 여기가 게임 속 세계라지만 무모한 도박으로 아까운 목숨을 걸 순 없다고.
That's good to know. Please don't ever risk your neck for any reckless stunt, in my presence at least.
게다가 척 봐도 점프해서 닿을 만한 거리도 아니었어.
아마 그건 따로 이어지는 길이 있다는 뜻이겠지. 이 게임이 애초부터 클리어할 수 없는 구조가 아니면.
I just noticed. Wait, it might be hard for you guys to see, but on Yuri's bag, there is a little charm, and that is our biscuit buddy. That's Eat Me. Why do you have an Eat Me charm? Yuri sounded a little uncertain as he finished and returned to his seat.
나도 그렇게 생각해. 그리고
Has he met Eat Me?
이게 그 열쇠일 수도 있지 않을까 하고 짐작만 하고 있어.
As Setsu spoke, he carefully pulled something from his pocket and held it out to me. A gem. The pebble-sized yellow stone caught the sunlight, glowing clear and bright.
설명 대신 직접 보여주는 게 빠를 것 같네.
Setsu got up and stepped back with the gem held tight in his hand. The moment he exhaled softly and closed his eyes. The gem in his hand began to glow, with a soft light of its own, slowly changing shape. Thin strands of light spilled out and wove themselves into a chain. With the gem he had just been holding dangling at his end like a small pendulum. Crackling, charged light flickered around the gem, wrapping it in restless waves. The glow, the way it twisted and settled into a new form. The whole thing felt unreal, like some strange, enchanted sight I could never see back in the real world. It's like magic? Setsu gave a sheepish smile and tapped the dangling gem once more with his fingertip. And the light slowly faded until the chain vanished like it never had been there. Then Setsu opened his palm, reeling the small gem back in its original form.
어때? 엄청나지? 저번에는
어?
저걸로 괴물도 쓰러뜨렸다니까.
Okay, so we can actually use this for real. Yeah, it really was something. I could hardly believe what I was seeing.
미리 말을 해주고 쓸 걸 그랬네. 많이 놀랐어?
No, I'm good.
말로 설명하기는 어려울 것 같아서 직접 보여주는 게 나을 것 같다고 생각했거든.
I shook my head at Setsu, sensing his worry. No, it's okay. I think I would have been just as shocked even if I explained it first. It was beautiful too. It felt like watching some kind of magic show up close.
다행이야. 네가 좋아해주니 기쁘네.
I stared at Setsu, noticing how even a small thing relieved him, and a question came to mind. So, what does that magic have to do with reaching the floating castle?
아, 그건 말이지. 잠깐 이 보석을 다시 봐줄래?
Okay.
시계탑의 중앙에는 엘리베이터가 있는데 버튼이 있어야 할 자리에 버튼 대신 5개의 홈이나
You just need
있었어.
to get one. Okay.
그리고 이 보석이 그 홈의 모양과 정확히 일치하지 뭐야. 그래서 이 보석을 5개 모으면 엘리베이터를 작동시킬 수 있을지도 모른다고 생각했어.
맞아. 그런데 특이한 건 저 보석은 세츠 말고는 사용할 수 없다는 거야.
Alright, so we each get our own gem, including the love interest we haven't met yet.
사실 저 보석은 내가 먼저 찾았거든. 탐색하다가 발견했어.
Raven puffed out his chest as he said it, looking rather proud of himself.
내가 보석을 들었을 땐 아무 반응이 없었는데 세츠가 보석을 살피려고 가져가자마자 빛이 나는 거 있지? 그래서 유리랑 내 몫에 보석도 있지 않을까 하고 안 그래도 열심히 찾고 있었어. 그런데 정보가 너무 없더라고. 아, 나도 멋있는 거 해보고 싶었는데.
그야 레이브는 지금 이대로도 이미 나보다 훨씬 멋있잖아. 일종의 밸런스 패치 같은 게 아닐까 싶은데.
에이, 그렇게까지 띄워주면 좀 민망하잖아. 세츠는 너무 다정하다니까.
While the two of them fell into their usual banter, Yuri picked the explanation back up.
혹시 보석에 대한 단서가 있을까 싶어서 설명서를 샅샅이 뒤져봤는데 아무 정보도 없더라고. 그래서 일단 임시로 우리끼리 결정석이라고 부르기로 했어. 그리고 이 보석과 딱 맞는 구멍이 5개 있는 걸로 봐선 우리 5명 모두 각자의 결정석이 어딘가에 있지 않을까 싶어.
Huh? Wait, 5. Even counting me, that's only 4. It surprised me how naturally the word us has slipped out. But now wasn't the time to dwell on it. Could it be they'd taken me in from the start just for this theory, trying so hard to be kind to me? Thinking of it that way, everything that's happened so far seems to line up a little too conveniently. It would be stranger to be that kind to someone and expect nothing in return, wouldn't it? But bringing that up wouldn't do me any favors. So I kept my thoughts to myself and waited to see what they would say.
아, 그게 말이지.
The room went silent at my question. What is it? Raven furrowed his brow, visibly bothered. But Setsu and Yuri glanced away, at a loss for words.
사실
So we have seen him.
이방인이 한 명 더 있긴 해. 그런데 얼마 전에 레이븐과 싸우고
Oh,
결국 이탈을
seriously? You guys had a squabble? He clashed with Raven. Somehow, it felt strange to imagine someone as upbeat and easygoing as Raven clashing with anyone. Only then did I realize I barely knew anything about them at all.
다 내 탓이야. 내가 제대로 중재했더라면.
아니 그게 왜 세치 탓이야? 그 녀석이 100번 잘못한 일이거든.
뭐 둘 다 성숙하지 못했던 거지. 세츠가 쓸데없이 죄책감 가질 일도 아니고.
유리, 그래도 레이븐이 듣는 앞에서 그렇게 말하면 레이븐도 속상할 거야.
What on earth happened between you two? Reading the sudden shift in the room, I chose my words carefully before asking.
내가 말해줄게. 들어봐.
Okay, I'm listening.
노아 그 자식 아지트에 오자마자 지저분하다고 투덜거리질 않나. 괜히 트집 잡을 건 다 잡고
Okay.
또 기분 나쁠 때마다 어찌나 티를 내던지.
Okay.
사사건건 참견하고 남을 깔보듯 무시하고 잔소리까지. 진짜 최악이었다니까.
Is it though? I thought this place is pretty clean actually.
탐색하러 가자고 해도 싫다고 버티더니 기껏 따라와서는 제대로 협조도 안 하고.
Alright, so if what Raven is telling us is true, Noah was a bit of a complainer and didn't really get along with everyone?
특히 세츠한테는 맨날 이유도 없이 시비를 걸어댔다고. 내가 그걸로 뭐라고 했더니 나한테도 똑같이 굴더라니까. 단단히 꼬여가지고는.
I wouldn't think Setsu would get on anyone's bad side. That's kind of surprising.
그 녀석은 남이랑 같이 사는 법 같은 건 아예 모르는 멍청이라니까.
레이븐 진정해. 지금 감정적으로 구는 건 아무 도움도 안 된다는 거 너도 알잖아.
뭐야 유리? 그 녀석 편드는 거야? 내가 틀린 말이라도 했어?
잠깐만 릴렉스하자. 얘도 깜짝 놀랐겠다.
Setsu stepped in between them with his usual gentle smile, trying to ease Raven down. Meanwhile, Yuri continued, his voice steady and calm.
아무튼 레이븐의 말대로 우리 넷 말고도 노아라는 사람이 한 명 더 있어. 레이븐과 유독 안 맞는 것도 사실이지만
Huh.
애초에 누구랑 어울릴 생각 자체가 없어 보였어.
You met my man. He's like, oh, hello, Emily. Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. So is your man Noah? I'm very excited to meet him eventually. He sounds very interesting. Raven is not a fan of him at all. Yuri let out a helpless sigh and took a moment to gather himself before going on.
우리 편으로 끌어들이고 싶다면 잘 구슬리는 게 맞겠지. 근데 세츠에게도 나를 세우는 걸 보면 쉽진 않아 보여.
뭐 그 아이는 우리랑은 목표가 달랐던 것 같긴 해. 넌 지금 당장이라도 이 게임에서 나가고 싶지?
Yeah, of course I do.
우리도 마찬가지야. 하지만 노아는 그렇지 않았어.
Huh?
그 아이는 이 게임에서 나갈 생각이 전혀 없는 것처럼 보였어. 그게 레이븐이랑 특히 부딪힌 이유였고. 그러다 한 번은 탐색 도중에 노아가 비협조적인 태도를 보이니까 결국 레이븐이 참지 못하고 넌 정말 여기서 나갈 생각이 있긴 하냐고 따졌지. 그랬더니 자기는 아무래도 상관없다더라.
기껏 너희를 위해 협력해줬더니 돌아오는 반응이 이따위라면 바라는 대로 빠져줄게. 라고 토씨 하나 안 틀리고 뱉었어. 그 녀석은 늘 그랬어. 마치 자기가 뭐라도 된 것처럼 굴면서 다른 사람은 전혀 배려하지 않고
Raven looked back and forth between me, Setsu and Yuri, then pressed his lips together as if trying to hold himself back.
뭐 그리고 결국 정말 뒤도 안 돌아보고 나가버렸지.
대체 무슨 생각인지 모르겠다니까. 혼자서도 이 괴물이 우글우글한 세계에서 살아남을 자신이 있다는 건지 뭔지.
너도 그렇겠지만 우리 모두 기억은 희미하지만 이곳이 원래 우리가 있어야 할 곳이 아니라는 건, 그리고 비록 원래 살던 곳에 대한 기억이 없다고 해도 어디론가 돌아가고 싶다는 마음이 남아있고, 마치 귀소 본능처럼 말이야.
Yeah, I think I know what that feels like.
그래서 난 다시 한번 노아를 만나서 왜 그런 생각을 하는지 직접 묻고 싶어. 나와 다르다고 해도 그 생각이 틀린 건 아닐 수도 있으니까 그 아이를 이해하고 싶어.
Can anyone ever truly see things from someone else's side? I pushed back the doubt creeping into my mind and asked the questions I still couldn't shake. So, if we want to see whether the elevator actually works, we'll have to find Noah, right? We only have one crystal so far, and we don't even know if the theory holds up. Feels like there's still a long way to go. Sorry, I know I'm only getting all the help, and here I'm bringing everyone down.
아니야, 당연한 의문이야. 앞으로도 궁금한 게 있다면 망설이지 말고 말이죠. 아까는 내가 너무 단정적으로 말했지만 그래도 노아를 설득해야 하는 건 맞아. 미안해, 레이븐. 상황만 생각할 게 아니라 네 마음도 이해했어야 했는데 아직 그게 쉽지 않네.
Raven had been fuming about Noah until just moments ago, but the sudden apology left him dumbfounded.
아니 뭐 나도 너와 그 녀석만 생각하면 화부터 나서 제대로 생각할 겨를도 없어지니까.
Raven scratched the back of his head and grumbled.
그런데 그 녀석이 우리랑 협력할 마음이 쥐꼬리만큼이라도 있었다면 진작 협력하지 않았을까? 이제 와서 우리가 제발 통촉하여 주시옵소서 한다고 들을 놈도 아니고.
Setsu and Yuri exchanged a brief look, both seeming unsure what to say.
안 듣겠지.
그래도 아직 다시 만나서 대화해보진 않았잖아. 만약 다시 만날 기회가 온다면
All at once, the three of them turned their eyes on me. Huh? What is it?
아니, 그냥 혹시나 먼저 노아랑 마주칠 수도 있겠다 싶어서.
아마 그럴 일은 없겠지만 만약 혼자 있을 때
Be careful!
낯선 은발의 남자를 만난다면 조심해. 절대 깊게 엮이지 말고. 아까도 말했지만
Why is he seemingly worse the more they describe him?
그래도 우리가 항상 곁에 있을 거니까 그럴 일은 절대 없을 거야.
Just what kind of person is he?
뭐라 변호해주고 싶긴 한데 어려운걸? 그래도 심성이 나쁜 친구는 아닐 거야.
For Setsu to say that, doesn't that mean he's pretty much given up? I nodded, still a little thrown off.
혹시 더 궁금한 게 있어?
No, I think I'm okay for now.
그러면 슬슬 나가서 탐색해보자. 탐색할 때 주의해야 할 것들은 가면서 알려줄게.
Oh yes, okay, let's explore a bit.
이번에야말로 결정석이 하나라도 더 나와주면 좋을 텐데.
Alright, we learned a bit more about what's going on in this world. So Noah, our fourth love interest, was a part of this group from the before we arrived. but unfortunately he had a falling out mostly with Raven and then he left. But based on how everyone else talks about Noah, he did not get along with any of them really, so I'm not sure what his whole deal is. We are most definitely probably going to meet him, just us and him, out of nowhere. Maybe we somehow get separated from our group and then Noah appears out of nowhere and then that's our introduction. I am very curious about him. Because why did Setsu was like, hey, be careful if you ever see him, just in case. Now I'm a little bit scared of what happens when I meet Noah. Oh yeah, now we have a clear mission to how to get out. It's a theory at this point. We have 1 gem, we need to get 4 more and then use that for the elevator that will take us to the Queen's castle. How we're gonna defeat the Queen? No clue, so I guess we will figure that out on our way. But I guess we're gonna continue and hopefully we will meet Noah and hopefully he does not attack me or insult me, because I kind of feel like he low-key would. Once our break was over, we got ready and left the base. Leaving the path, we entered deeper into the forest, where the terrain grew rougher than before. Along the path, several trees had colorful ribbons tied on them, with something written at the ends. Curiosity got the better of me, so I grabbed a nearby ribbon to take a closer look. 3?
그건
Oh, okay. That's the kind of marker we left, so we don't get lost while exploring.
분명
The closer the number is to 1, the closer we are to the base. The highest the number, the farther away we are. Oh, I kind of like that system. We just gotta hope nothing or someone doesn't break down the ribbons.
그러면
Alright, if you ever get lost, just follow the ribbons to find your way back. Of course, it's best if we all make sure not to stray too far from each other.
괜찮아.
Don't worry, I'll keep anything from getting to you. Or at least, I'd like to say that.
하지만
But right now, Setsu's the only one here who can use his ability. So better if we stick together.
Oh.
Only until I can find my own crystal stone though. Got it.
그러면
You might want to keep a small dagger on you, just in case. We each have one too. You'll probably need some basics and a change of clothes. So how about we head over to the shops in the city? Yeah, that sounds good to me. Maybe you could take your time and think about what else you might need, Lottie. Lottie?
괜찮아?
Are you alright? Noticing my silence, the 3 of them all turned to me.
뭐야?
What? Exactly. I'd only been walking for over a little— Oh, are we already tired? I've only been walking for a little over an hour, but my legs were shaking and I could barely catch my breath. Oh no, we might not be a very good member of this team. I can't remember anything from my life before this, but I guess I was never much of an athlete. My life before this must have had nothing to do with exercise. Maybe trying to keep up with their longer strides made it worse. But it was obvious my body couldn't handle what most people could. Sorry, I'm holding everyone back.
괜찮아?
No, we should have been more considerate. We're used to this path, but you're not, Lottie. Besides, you hurt your leg not too long ago. Take it easy. Just then, Raven came over and checked on me.
그런가?
You okay? Long walks aren't really your thing, huh?
좋아.
If you can't walk any further, let me know. I'll carry you on my back. Oh, no, that would be... Even so, the thought of being carried on the back of a man I'd only met yesterday was enough to make my head spin. Wait. Take up that offer. Yes, Raven, I would love for you to carry me on your back. Stick with me and keep at it, and you'll be stronger in no time. I'll make sure you get there. Bro, can I say yes? Thanks, I'll give it a try. I'm not really sure about the whole training thing. Let's try and be a bit optimistic here. If we're stuck here for a while, eventually we're gonna build up some stamina. He was going out of his way to help me like that. Turning him down felt kind of rude. Well, if you're willing to go that far for me, maybe we can give it a try together. Thanks.
괜찮아.
No need to thank me. You can count on me anytime. I think I'm good to go now. You mentioned we'd be stopping by the town, right? I wasn't fully recovered, but I did my best to pretend I was fine. The last thing I wanted was to be a burden.
그러면
Then we'll head over to the temporary shop today. It's closer.
괜찮아?
But just so you know, the shop is only temporary, so it might not have everything we need. Is that okay? I'm fine with that, but I just feel bad about changing your plans because of me, and then having to turn back without getting to explore it properly. I don't mind sticking to the original plan.
괜찮아.
Don't worry about it. In a place like this, we've only got each other.
맞아.
Raven's right. If you push yourself and end up feeling worse, that would only make things harder on you.
그리고
And it's much safer to get home early than making it too far out, only to spend the night outside. More monsters come out of night, making it easy to get turned around out there. We should play it safe. Okay, then let's do that. Thanks for keeping me in mind.
별 말씀을.
It's nothing. Afterward, everyone kept up to my pace, so I was able to keep up without too much strain. Come to think about it, how long have you all been here? You seem like you settled in pretty well.
꽤 됐지. 가끔 날짜 세다가 까먹긴 했는데 아마
A
다들 한
month?
달은 훨씬 넘었을 거야.
Jesus, a month and they only have one gym. Let's kind of speed this up maybe.
그렇지. 생각해보니 노아랑 헤어진 지도 벌써 일주일이 훨씬 넘었네.
노아 그 자식 얘기만 나오면 벌써부터 밥맛이 떨어지는 기분이야.
오늘 저녁은 아까 반죽해둔 크로아상 샌드위치인데 맛있겠다.
Bro, was it that easy to distract you? So, were you all together from the start? Or did you come together one by one?
후자일 거야. 나도 그렇고 다들 처음 기억이 시작되는 장소도 다르더라고.
Bruh, was I the only unlucky person to get locked up in the jail? Raven and Setsu continued to lead the way, telling me bits and pieces along the way.
나는 아지트 근처에서 깨어났어. 아마 신비의 숲 외곽 쪽이었던 것 같아. 덕분에 처음엔 괴물이 있는지도 모르고 그냥 아지트에서 평화롭게 지냈지. 그러다 아지트로 온 레이븐을 만나고 나서야 이 세계가 생각보다 위험하다는 걸 알았어. 그리고 나 말고도 다른 사람들이 비슷하게 기억 없이 헤매고 있다는 얘기를 듣고 그때부터 다른 사람들을 찾으러 다니기 시작해서 유리와 노아를 만났어.
나는 미로 근처에서 눈을 떴어. 처음엔 방향 감각도 없어서 미로에 잘못 들어갔다가 길도 잃고 한참 헤맸지. 생존 전략을 직접 부딪혀가며 익히고 싶진 않았는데 어쩌다 보니 그렇게 됐어. 지금 가고 있는 임시 상점도 그때 찾았어. 그때는 진짜 굶어 죽는 줄 알았다니까. 그래도 임시 상점을 찾은 뒤에는 노숙은 좀 했지만 굶지는 않아서 좋더라고. 그렇게 여기저기 다니다가 오두막을 발견했고 거기서 세치랑 만나서 같이 행동하게 된 거란 말씀.
그때의 레이븐 얘기는 들을 때마다 자연스레 반성하게 돼. 나는 그냥 느긋하게 낮잠이나 자면서 태평하게 지냈으니까.
He seemed so sharp and dependable at first.
뭐 세치답다고 생각해. 안 그럴 것 같으면서도 은근히 느긋하고 낙관적이라고 해야 하나? 그래도 아지트에 도착하니까 세치가 이것저것 엄청나게 챙겨줘서 훨씬 편했지.
Yeah, he looked after me last night too.
한 가지 아쉬웠던 건
Oh no.
세치의 요리가 거의 생식이나 다름없었다는 거.
Interesting. So Setsu could not cook whatsoever. Raven mumbles under his breath. I was practically living off weeds.
과일이나 채소 본연의 맛도 좋잖아. 자연 그대로의 풍미랄까?
그래도 유리를 만난 뒤엔 매일 진수성찬을 먹을 수 있게 됐으니 정말 다행이야. 유리를 만나고부터 탐색도 일사천리로 진행되고 완전 만능이지. 뭐랄까, 있잖아, 참모 같은 느낌? 근데 또 참모라고 하기엔 유리는 직접 나서서 같이 뛰어다니니까 아닌가?
Raven pauses, as if considering something, then raises his voice just enough for Yuri to hear from up ahead.
뭐 아무튼 유리는 엄청 대단하다고. 속마음을 좀 더 털어놓았다면 정말.
나?
Yuri, watch out! Yuri nearly tripped and looked a little embarrassed, but soon collected himself and spoke quietly.
아니야. 난 그냥 자잘한 일들을 조금씩 하는 정도일걸. 오히려 레이븐하고 세치에게 신세를 많이 지고 있지.
말도 안 돼. 너에게 보여줬던 그 설명서도 유리가 찾은 거나 다름없다고. 엄청난 업적이지 않아?
When you put it that way, maybe Yuri could use a little more confidence.
맞아. 게다가 그 설명서가 있던 곳도 보통 장소가 아니었어. 무려 3m는 좋게 되어 보이는 나무. 그것도 그 꼭대기에 있던 새동지 위였다니까.
보통은 그런 곳을 뒤질 생각 자체를 못 하잖아. 천재가 분명해.
그냥 레이븐 말대로 보통 그런 곳은 잘 안 찾아보니까. 딱히 깊이 생각한 건 아니고, 저런 곳이라면 뭔가 숨겨두기 좋을 것 같다고 농담처럼 말한 거였는데, 운 좋게 맞아떨어진 거지 뭐. 그나마도 레이븐이 직접 올라가지 않았다면 확인도 못했을 거야.
그게 완전 정답이었지. 내 결정석도 거기에 같이 있었다니까.
Huh. Okay. So Yuri's really gonna help us out here.
아무튼 유리 덕분에 우리가 얼마나 도움을 받고 있는데 나도 늘 의지하고 있어. 고마워.
Yuri looked like he wanted to say something, but couldn't get the words out. His lips kept parting and closing.
칭찬은 정말 많이 고맙지만 죽음을 숨고 싶은.
에헤이, 그러면 더 놀리고 싶어지는데. 안 그래, 세치?
글쎄, 유리의 반응은 신선하고 귀엽긴 하지만 계속 그러면 네 크로와상 샌드위치가 사라질지도 몰라, 레이븐.
형, 안 돼. 내가 잘못했어, 유리.
Maybe Setsu's been the real mastermind here all along. He was holding Raven back, or at least it looked that way. But the faint smile on his face showed he was quietly enjoying it. Setsu. He's definitely something else. If this kept going, Yuri was only going to get swept along and teased, so I quietly changed the subject. Noah, was it? How did he come along with you? The moment I asked, the air around us seemed to shift. Oh, okay. Still a bit of a topic that I can't bring up. My bad. I'll just keep that to myself from now on. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have brought that up. I still can't remember anything about my past, but maybe talking to people was never my strong suit.
아니야, 궁금할 만해. 계속 우리끼리만 아는 이야기를 하고 있었으니까. 나랑 노아는 미로에서 먼저 만났어. 그러다 사람들을 찾아다니던 레이븐 세츠 일행과 합류하게 됐고.
Yuri fell silent for a moment, as if recalling something. Then spoke once again once he gathered his thoughts.
사실 내가 처음 만났을 때도 노아는 그렇게 친근한 성격은 아니었어. 늘 나를 경계하고 뭐든지 혼자 하고 싶어 했지. 그리고 본인도 그걸 굳이 숨기려고 하지 않았어. 그런데 미로는 괴물도 많고 길을 잃기 쉬운 곳이라 결국 같이 다니게 된 거야. 하지만 솔직히 말하면 그때도 같이 다닌다기보단 그냥 필요에 의해 어쩔 수 없이 곁에 있는 느낌이었어.
상황이 이러니 나를 세우고 예민하게 구는 건 이해해. 하지만 그것도 정도 것이지. 특히 세츠한테는 더 심해서 세츠가
어?
다칠 뻔한 적도 있었어.
레이븐이 날 생각해주는 건 정말 고맙지만 그때 일은 내가 잘못한 거야. 노아는 따라오지 말라고 몇 번이나 말했는데도 내가 굳이 따라갔으니까. 노아 입장에서는 짜증날만 해.
Wait, what do you mean you almost got hurt? How can you say that like it's nothing?
노아가 왜 그렇게까지 우리를, 특히 나를 경계하는지 알고 싶었거든. 그래서 여러 번 대화를 시도했는데 번번이 막혔어. 그러다 노아가 미로로 탐색을 떠나는 걸 보고 따라가서 대화 타이밍을 잡아보려다 그렇게 됐네.
Why put yourself through all of that? If Noah was being difficult and didn't want to talk, maybe letting him go would have been an option too. Was it because of the crystal stone?
그것도 있지만 이런 괴물투성이인 세계에 혼자 내버려 두는 건 좀 그렇잖아. 그래서 챙겨줬더니 비꼬고 시비 걸고.
Raven let out a frustrated sigh, and Yuri beside him continued.
그리고 내 생각인데 노아는 우리가 모르는 정보를 많이 알고 있는 눈치였어.
Oh.
꼭 그렇지 않더라도 생존을 위해서도 그리고 가설을 검증하기 위해서라도 함께할 사람이 많을수록 좋으니까. 그래서 정보도 얻고 인간적으로도 친해져 보려고 여러 방법을 시도해봤는데 보시다시피 결과는 영 좋지 않네.
노아가 보기엔 우리가 너무 속물적으로 보였을지도 모르겠어. 본인을 단지 필요에 의해 붙잡아두려는 것처럼 느꼈다면 충분히 불쾌할 만하니까. 나중에 기회가 된다면 직접 보고 판단하는 게 좋을 것 같아. 노아가 어떤 사람인지 말이야. 내가 보기엔 그렇게 나쁜 사람 같진 않았어. 오히려 뭔가를 두려워하는 것 같았지. 물론 이건 그냥 내가 편한 대로 해석하는 걸지도 모르겠지만 말이야.
Just as Setsu hesitated to say more, Yuri waved us over from up ahead and pointed at a ribbon. And just like that, the conversation came to an end.
이제 얼마 안 남았어. 조금만 더 힘내자.
다 온 것 같은데? 생각보다 빨리 왔네.
I guess we got distracted by all of our talking. We didn't notice the time go by.
그러게. 아, 도착했어.
Hold on, my cat. No, 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 price. Don't lick that. Don't lick that. That is mine. Do not lick that price.
자, 루비도
Price, go sit.
충분하겠다.
You're God, boy.
싹 털어버리러 가보자고.
The three of them led me past a tree with a green ribbon, and a small clearing opened up before us. A small, quaintly decorated stall stood off to one side of the clearing. There was nobody at the stall, just a panel covered in strange writing that looked like some kind of code. Water, 100 rubies a bottle. Carrots, 120 each. Cabbages, 160 each. The writing on the panel was definitely unfamiliar, but somehow I could read it without any trouble. The panel listed all kinds of daily necessities, from food and clothing to personal care items. Then went on to list weapons like daggers, shields, and bows, things that would come in handy here, complete with prices. Please ring the bell if you want to buy something.
맞아. 이 종을 울리면 토끼가 나와서 루비랑
A bunny?
물건을 교환해줘. 그리고 이 토끼는 물건을 다 고르기 전에 부르면 별로 좋아하지 않으니까
Okay.
물건을 다 고르면 부르자.
일단 계란, 고기, 밀가루, 소금, 설탕, 양상추.
Yuri's really thorough when it comes to shopping. While the others pick things out, I took a closer look at the bell Setsu had pointed out. A red ribbon trimmed with gold thread was tied around it in a cute little bow. It's kind of like a Christmas bell. Wait, what was Christmas again? Right then, Raven shouted out of nowhere.
너도 사고 싶은 걸 골라야지. 자, 원하는 만큼 골라. 전부
Really?
사줄게.
Raven said it confidently, like a line he'd been waiting to say. After thinking it over, I picked out a dagger for protection, and a few everyday things, like bath things and pajamas.
너무 적은 거 아니야? 옷 몇 벌 더 사는 건 어때?
그러게. 최소한으로만 고른 것 같은데. 좀 더 챙기는 게 좋지 않을까?
No, I'm okay. You've already done so much for me. Taking more than what I need wouldn't sit right with me. Yuri went over a few things he thought I might need, but I wouldn't budge, so eventually he gave in and rang the bell. Moments after the bell chimed, a black rabbit in an apron sprang out from the back of the stall. You're the cutest thing ever! Welcome to the Black Rabbit Market. What can I get for you? Where did the rabbit come from? Was it waiting inside until we called? I thought I wouldn't be surprised, but I totally was. Unlike me, the other three looked completely unfazed, like they were used to this. Yuri wasted no time reading off the list he had prepared, thorough as ever. But the rabbit kept his eyes on me, ignoring everyone else, even Yuri placing his order. Why is it staring at me? Is it because I'm new? Huh?
왜 그래?
Nothing. It's just... I think that rabbit keeps staring at me. Setsu tilted his head, glancing between me and the rabbit.
정말이네. 이상한걸?
Why is it looking at me? Huh? The rabbit paid us no mind. His eyes drifted to the wall at the back of the stall, then settled on me again. Drawn by the rabbit's stare, Setsu and I looked over at the wall. There were several wanted posters. Oh no! There were several wanted posters plastered all over the wall. Oh no! Every single what do you mean? Every single poster showed the same face. I'm a wanted criminal! Well... Before I knew it, I locked eyes with the rabbit. All of a sudden, the rabbit's eyes lit up red. It started blinking before it let out a shriek that made my ears ring. Oh no, 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 no. I swear I'm not a criminal. Let's not execute. No, 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 no. Well,
무슨 일이야?
I have no clue. It's not my fault. The shriek rang out across the forest, and birds burst from the trees all at once. The bright sky went dim in a heartbeat as a huge shadow fell over us.
현상 수배지에 사진이 붙어 있었어.
Oh my god. Is it because I escaped the jail? They put me in there without a trial or anything. There is no charges.
아니 그 전에 여긴 중립구역인데 이게 무슨 일이냐고.
일단 도망쳐.
The rabbit that had seemed so cute and harmless began to shudder, its body jerking uncontrollably. A sharp, sickening sound cut through the air as its skin burst open. The rabbit's soft black fur was torn away as if it were being peeled off, exposing a cold black metal frame beneath it. Its joints twisted and with a grating screech as its arms and legs bent the wrong way. Its small, round body bulged outward with a harsh cracking and popping sounds, like something inside was forcing its way out. It looks so cool, but we gotta run from that. Blood drips like tears from the burning red eyes of the thing that used to be the rabbit. Dear God. The creature came at me with a hideous black spear, nearly as tall as a person. It swung the weapon widely in one hand, cutting down every tree around it without slowing down. Before it could even reach me, Setsu blocked the creature's path, gripping its crystal stone tightly.
여긴 내가 어떻게든 해볼게.
Setsu, no, we are not doing some self-sacrificing stuff right now. We all need to leave together. Ooh! The crystal stone flared with a fierce light. They reshaped into chains, crackling with electric energy that wrapped around Setsu's hand.
세츠 혼자서는 위험할 테니 나도 도울게.
How?
레이븐, 넌 얘를 데리고 빨리 빠져나가.
알았어.
Hold on. Raven grabbed my arm and pulled me away before I could even get a word out. And with that, he plunged straight into the forest. Meet us at the base, Setsu shouted, his voice growing fainter behind us. The sound of sparking electricity and shrieking metal echoed behind us. Okay, I am just going to pass out, right?
이 정도면 따돌렸나? 괜찮아?
I'm alright. But Setsu and Yuri, are they going to be okay on their own?
아마 괜찮을 거야. 세치에겐 결정석이 있고 유리도 생존 전략에 능하니까.
Raven tried to soothe me, telling me everything was fine. But the sight from yesterday kept flashing before my eyes. Biscuit, shouting that he protect me, was torn apart as sticky orange fluid splattered everywhere. Even though they have these powers, they're only human after all. Is it even possible to fight something that massive when it's carrying a hideous weapon? But if that thing hurts them, if something happens to either of them,
저기 나 좀 봐.
CG! Raven said my name, his voice calmer than I'd ever heard it, and crouched down to meet my eyes. Looking me in the eye, he spoke in a steady, serious voice, with none of his usual teasing.
이렇게 중립구역에서 괴물이 나타나는 경우는 처음이지만 우린 네가 오기 전부터 괴물을 상대해왔어. 최대한 피해가려고 해도 어쩔 수 없이 마주해야 하는 순간은 늘 있었거든. 그러니까 아지트로 돌아가서 두 사람을 믿고 기다리자.
Is this really gonna be okay? Don't
당연하지.
smile at me.
만약 두 사람이 여기 있었다면 내가 똑같이 말했을 거야. 자, 가자.
I just looked quietly at Raven for a moment. Soon, he flashed that playful smile of his again. But the trace of unease behind it didn't escape me. Even so, he held himself together and gave me a gentle smile. Thanks. Let's go. That was when it hit me. Setsu and Yuri were in danger because of me, and there was nothing I could do to help them. There was nothing I could do here, and that was harder to take than I expected. I still felt helpless, but right now, I had to get back as fast as I could, and at least try to not make things worse. I tried to shake off the guilt before it dragged me under, and headed back to the base with Raven. Just then,
피해!
Okay. Raven threw me out of the way and drew his dagger in the same breath. A heartbeat later, the monster slammed into the spot we'd just been standing. This is a different one. Okay, this is the white one, not the black rabbit. What am I looking at? Is that the black rabbit from earlier? No, this one's the exact opposite. The creature looked disturbingly like the black rabbit's mutated form. But this one was completely covered in white fur, like snow. The monster struggled against Raven for a moment, then suddenly broke away and backed off. It locked its eyes on me and lunged forward. One who dares defy the queen. Let the sinner be executed.
어림없는 소리.
Raven shoved the monster back, but it only fell back for a moment before coming straight at me again.
이 녀석은 내가 막고 있을 테니까 아지트 방향까지 쭉 달려. 리본만 따라가면 돼.
Bruh, what do you mean by myself? What? You can't fight that thing alone? Raven shouted for me to move, but fear rooted me to the spot.
빨리. 이런 괴물 따위야 금방 이기고 샌드위치 먹으러 갈 거니까 기다리고 있어줘.
You can't be serious. Raven couldn't draw power from a crystal stone the way Setsu could. Worse, he was facing it by himself. But staying here wouldn't do any good. I'd only hold him back. Raven, promise you'll come back. Please. After calling out to him, I started running with the dagger clenched in my hand. Raven caught my words, flashed me a fearless grin, and rushed into the fight. How could he still smile at me, even now? No, this isn't the time for thoughts like that. I had to keep running. Keep going as far as I could, following nothing but the ribbons, just like he said. I tore through the forest toward the hideout, my lungs burning before I even realized it. Are we close? Right then, the world flipped upside down. Running in a panic, I missed the cliff. What do you mean we fell off a cliff? I missed the cliff hidden behind the brush and stepped into thin air. Oh my god, are you serious? I lost my balance and pitched forward, tumbling down the slope. Thud. The cliff wasn't very high, but hitting the rocks and landing on the rough ground knocked the air from my lungs. So much for being patched up. The scratches from falling throbbed, blood seeping through the bandages. Something about this still felt wrong. We hadn't seen a single monster on the way to the shop, and now they were popping up from all sides. Could the shopkeeper's shout have drawn the others in? From the moment that eerie scream shook the forest, everything went wrong. Noah help. Yeah, definitely Noah's gonna have to meet us up here now that all the guys are distracted by those bunnies. Why? What did I do to deserve this? I still couldn't remember anything, but a bitter anger surged up inside me. As if nearly dying in some strange place wasn't enough, now I was wanted, and monsters were after me. Breakfast from this morning flashed through my mind, just like my life passing before my eyes. That little bit of warmth from earlier came back to me, and the tears I've been holding back finally started to fall. All I wanted was for us to spend one normal day together, but I couldn't afford to linger over this. Everyone's out there fighting for me. I have to hurry back. The sun's going down. It will be even harder to get back once it's dark. I gotta move. Dragging my numb, heavy legs, I made my way toward the cliff. Just as I drew a deep breath before climbing back up. A strange wet squelch came from behind me. Come on, can I just at least climb it first? I didn't even have to look back. There was another monster behind me. It might just ignore me and move on. Oh, if only it would. If this world was a game, and I was the hero of the story. No story would let its hero die like this, would it? There's gotta be a way to make it through this. I didn't know much about games, but there had to be a way out, right? But that small hope shattered the moment a massive shadow swallowed my vision. What is that? Oh no, is this like an acid blob? You can see a skeleton. Oh no, if that thing grabs me, I am done. Looming before me was a twisted mass that hardly seemed alive. A huge eyeball swayed unnervingly, not anchored in its socket. Countless creatures writhed inside its translucent, slick mass, slowly melting into the darkness within. Wait, what is this thing? The screams of the animals, with their limbs melting and sagging, scrambled my thoughts. At that very moment, the shapeless mass shuddered as if it had a will of its own, and then a long, sticky tendril, shot straight at me. Nope. With my whole body trembling, unable to even fight back. Just as I was about to give in to a hopeless death. Noah! With the wind slicing through the air, a wave of icy chill brushed across my cheek. Sunlight caught on silver hair as it swept before me like a wave, filling my sight. A figure appeared like he owned the place, putting himself between me and the monster, and then, with a long scythe of ice, he cleaved the slime in two as if were nothing. Wait, does that mean he has this crystal? The slime froze over wherever the scythe had touched, stopping it from regenerating. Seizing his chance, he drove the blade straight through its core at its center. A clean, precise strike, not a single movement wasted. The frozen slime broke apart like shards of glass. The scythe in his hand fragmented into pale mist and faded from sight. As my vision cleared, his silhouette emerged more distinctively. Face gave nothing away, radiating a stillness that felt completely out of place. Noah's pretty though, hello! Blue eyes gazed down at me without a trace of warmth. I drew in a sharp breath. Could this be him? In a world where humans were almost nowhere to be seen, a silver-haired man appeared without warning. A voice from my memory suddenly came back.
아마 그럴 일은 없겠지만.
Wait, I gotta be careful. Well,
낯선 은발의 문자를
it's a bit too late.
절대 깊게 엮이지 말고. 아까도 말했지만
He wouldn't hurt me, right? I opened my mouth without thinking. Are you Noah? The man's blue eyes flickered for a brief moment.
내 이름을 알아?
Oh, don't talk to me, no! A faint smirk played at his lips. Oh no, I actually might be weak.
혹시 빨간 머리를 한 못생긴 놈이
Oh no!
내 욕이라도 했나?
Oh Noah, you're so pretty, stop this. He said it lightly, but his eyes gave nothing away.
뭐 정답이야. 이렇게 유명인이 된 것 같은 기분도 나쁘진 않은걸? 넌 그때 걔지?
Oh, so you know. Yeah, that's me. Hi. You're not gonna turn me in, right? Yes?
역시 그랬구나. 사실 다른 사람일 거라고 생각도 안 했어. 나도 미로로 널 구하러 갈까 했는데
Oh.
유리가 선수 쳤더라고.
Noah went on, sounding so casual that I couldn't tell if he was joking or not.
그래도 역시 내가 먼저 구할 걸 그랬나?
He tilted his head, that teasing ease still in his voice, as if saving me would have been the simplest thing in the world. Yet, his blue eyes held a strange light, apart from the playful mischief in his voice.
그 녀석들이랑은 많이 친해졌어? 이미 나보다 먼저 만난 거 알고 있어.
Yeah, I definitely have been.
뭐 아직 하루밖에 안 지났으니까 그 정도는 아닌가? 참. 그러면 그 녀석들은 만난 지 하루밖에 안 된 애가 나를 바로 알아볼 만큼 내 욕을 해댄 거야?
Yeah, Raven really said how much he did not like you. Noah went on, answering his own questions as if he never expected me to say anything. Just then, his eyes met mine, and he smiled.
그런데 넌 왜 한마디도 안 해? 내가 그렇게까지 별로야? 상종하기도 싫어.
Well, I was just warned about you, so I don't really know if I can trust you completely. I'm glad you saved me, though. No, it's not that. He smiled at my answer, all nice and easy, like he hadn't just been messing with me.
그래. 앞으로도 묻는 말에 대답을 잘해야 착한 어린이지.
Bro.
안 그래? 뭐야, 존댓말까지 쓰고 말이야. 괜히 거리감 느껴지게. 그냥 편하게 말 놓자. 응?
Wave Master, thanks for being a member for 13 months. I will isekai you to a world. No, do not do that. If I am isekai to a world without hot men, that is the saddest thing ever. I will be in literal hell. Do not do that. Do not even bring that energy into the stream. Okay, Noah. I was starting to see why the others got so uncomfortable whenever Noah came up. I couldn't tell if he was being friendly or just teasing me. Before I could even react, I lost my balance and tipped to one side. Oh. Noah grabbed my wrist and hauled me up. He just started leading me somewhere. Oh, okay. I'm just being taken with this man, as if it didn't matter.
이런 땅바닥에 팔자 좋게 앉아 있다가 또 괴물이 들이닥치면 어쩌려고?
Huh? Okay. The moment his cold fingertips brushed the back of my hand, I flinched. At my feet lay the remains of the animals the slime had failed to digest, strewn across the ground. Half melted into a shapeless mess, they were almost impossible to identify. They were twisted as if they struggled desperately to the very end. Wait, I cannot live in a world without mango juice either. I need mango juice and hot men. I could have ended up like that too. The thought of it made my stomach turn and my chest tighten. Ugh.
어이쿠, 너 비위 엄청 약하구나.
Noah looked me over, clearly amused, then gave a small chuckle and shrugged. What made him save me in the first place? I couldn't tell what he was after, but he had helped me for now. The least I could do was thank him. That aside, his manners are the absolute worst. Grabbing someone's hand just like that? He gave a teasing smirk, as if he could read my face.
내가 믿을 만한 사람인지 저울질하는 표정이네.
Just a little bit. My hand still in his, he added with a teasing smirk. Do I just keep my hand in his? I don't want to anger him, honestly. We'll just keep our hand together.
손 안 떼네. 내 손 잡고 있는 거 나쁘지 않은가 봐.
Please be thankful.
기분 좋네.
No, it's not like that. I was just thrown off to know when to react. His lips curled into an even slyer smile.
아직도 안 놓네.
Oh, he's gonna be the type to tease me, isn't he? That finally snapped me back to reality, and I quickly tried to pull my hand away, but he didn't let go, clearly enjoying the way I reacted.
생명의 은인을 이렇게까지 경계해도 되는 거야? 그 녀석들이 내 뒷담화라도 열심히 한 건가? 왠지 귀가 간지러워지는 것도 같고.
No, it's just... You can expect me not to be startled when you grab my hand like that. I tried once more to pull my hand away, still stunned, but Noah just laughed and gave my hand a teasing little shake, letting my words slide.
그렇긴 하지. 하지만 나는 비범한 사람이니까 그러려니 해줘. 그나저나 얘기가 나왔으니 말인데 그 녀석들이 나에 대해 뭐라고 말했는지 궁금한데? 뭐 레이븐 자식이라면 안 봐도 뻔하지. 내가 무슨 개차반이라느니 못 믿을 놈이라느니 그런 소리나 했겠지. 정말이지 자기소개도 아니고. 아무리 나라도 그런 이야기를 들으면 상처받을 텐데.
He's making himself sound worse than Raven ever said. He doesn't look hurt at all. It's more like he's enjoying this. Noah continued as casually as ever.
뭐 설마 걔 말을 고지고대로 믿는 건 아니지? 사람이란 건.
He gently tugged my hand, still in his grip. In an instant, he was closer, his blue eyes meeting mine straight on. CG? He found its way... What? His hand found its way to some... Oh no! Oh no, is he gonna do what I think he does? And then... Oh, thank God, okay. I thought he was gonna pull my head back with my hair in his hand. He ran his fingers lightly through the ends, looking at me like he just found a new toy to play with.
직접 판단해야 하는 거 아니겠어?
Still wearing that sly smile, he went on.
어때? 네가 본 나는.
It is not my fault, buddy.
조금 늦게 봤다고 벌써 선입견에 사로잡혀 버리면 그건 너무 불공평하지 않아? 지금 널 구한 건 나고 걔들도 처음 본 지 기껏해야 하루 이틀 정도밖에 안 됐잖아.
His tone was light, but every word lodged into my mind. He kept his eyes locked on mine, like he was trying to draw an answer out of me. The words caught in my throat. Noah let out a quiet chuckle at me.
질문을 바꿔볼까? 넌 그 녀석들을 온전히 믿을 수 있어?
I 75% trust them as far as I know. I have no other info of this world besides them, so it's like the only choice I really had.
설마 단지 걔들이 널 구해줬다는 이유만으로 믿는 거라면 지금 나도 널 구했으니 이제 넌 나를 맹목적으로 믿을 거야?
He looked down at me, smirking a little wider than before.
널 구해주기만 하면 믿을 만한 사람이 된다니 참 쉽네. 내 말은 그 녀석들도 조금 더 의심해볼 필요가 있지 않냐는 거야. 지금 날 노골적으로 의심하는 표정을 숨기지 못하는 것처럼. 아니면 그 녀석들은 나와 다르다고 믿고 싶은 거야? 다정한 말만 골라서 해주니까? 순진하네.
Excuse me?
뭐 아무래도 좋아. 지금 네 상황을 보자면 영문도 모른 채 이상한 나라에 떨어져 목숨을 위협받는 비련의 여주인공님 정도 되려나? 내가 너를 더 빨리 발견했더라면 네 왕자님이 될 수도 있었을 텐데 안타까운 일이야.
Huh? What are you even trying to say?
경계 풀어. 난 너랑 친해지고 싶어서 이야기하는 거니까. 나 보기보다 꽤 순정남이거든. 네가 친절하게 내게 부탁만 하면 그 녀석들보다 더 많은 걸 해줄 수도 있다고.
He doesn't seem so bad so far, so I'm trying to figure out what was that whole I guess animosity between him and the other 3 guys. Why couldn't they gotten along? I need to see all 4 of them and actually interact so I can really get a handle of what's going on between all 4 of them. What does he even want from me? Does he not realize that that only makes me more on edge? I still couldn't figure out what he was after, or why he was doing any of this. But the 3 of them did say we needed his help to get out of here. Doesn't that mean I could try to get him on my side? If I can do that, maybe I won't just be someone they had to protect. Okay, I'm counting on you. And thanks for saving me earlier. I really mean it. The power he used was probably from the crystal stone.
이야, 감동인데. 사실 좀 걱정했거든. 네가 나를 끝까지 경계하면 어쩌나 하고. 이 세계에서 말이 통하는 사람이 하나도 없으면 꽤 외롭잖아. 유리 녀석은 그래도 나쁘지 않았지만 다른 두
Oh,
녀석은
Setsu?
너무 거슬리더라.
I can understand Noah and Raven not getting along, but Setsu? Setsu didn't seem bad. I think maybe because Setsu's like the mother type of character, he frets over everyone to make sure everyone's alright and safe. So maybe Noah didn't like how much Setsu tried to see if he was alright and he found it annoying. The other 2? You mean Raven and Setsu? Even after thinking it over again, I still couldn't make sense of it. Him having issues with Raven wasn't surprising, but why Setsu though? Of all people? It seems like Setsu wanted to get along with you, so why are you being like this? The moment I mentioned Setsu, something in Noah's eyes turned sharp instantly. The faint smile he'd been wearing fell away, leaving behind something cold and unreadable. Oh damn, did Setsu offend you that much? But it lasted only for a moment, before his usual sly grin slid back into place.
그 얘기는 됐어. 대신 다른 주제는 어때? 특별히 네가 궁금한 게 있다면 하나만 대답해 줄게. 친구가 된 기념으로 말이지.
Friends, right. Huh?
왜? 나 같은 거랑은 친구하기 싫어? 아니면
Not yet, at least. No, that's not what I meant. I'm the lucky one to be your friend. I had this feeling if I set him now, things would only get tense again. Noah, I heard you weren't planning to leave this world. Could you tell me why, if that's okay? After choosing my words with care, I waited for Noah to answer. Noah smirked slightly and gazed at me, then chuckled quietly like before.
뭘 그렇게 눈치를 봐? 별거 아닌데.
Alright.
넌 이곳을 나가면 더 나은 삶이 펼쳐질 거라고
Oh.
확신할 수 있어.
So you're saying your life here is better than the one back home in the real world?
너 이 세계에 오기 전 기억이 없잖아. 다른 녀석들도 마찬가지고. 뭐 나도 그렇긴 하지만.
Still, at least if I got out of here, I wouldn't have to fear for my life. I don't want to spend the rest of my life running. Even just now, if you hadn't stepped in. My chest ached at the thought that I had to rely on someone I couldn't even trust just to survive.
그래? 바깥이 여기보다 안전할 거라는 보장도 없는데. 뭐 어쨌든 좋아. 그러면 네 말은 내가 그 녀석들이랑 협력하길 바란다는 거지?
His words took me by surprise, and I found myself looking at him. You mean you'd really do that?
이렇게까지 원한다면
Huh.
까짓 거 어렵지도 않지.
Easier than I expected. He said it without missing a beat, then pulled something out of his pocket. Is it the crystal? Yep, so he has his own. In his palm was a crystal, shaped just like Setsu's. The only difference was the color. It's blue.
오, 이게 뭔지도 아나 보네. 결정석이라고 부르기로 했었지? 아마.
I nodded quietly. He watched me for a moment, then rolled the crystal stone around in his palm with that confident smile.
대신 조건이 있어. 그 재수 없는 얼굴들을 매일 마주하고 살려면 나도 소소한 즐거움은 있어야 할 것 같거든. 그건 바로
Noah shrugged one shoulder, clearly fishing for sympathy. Then he leaned in with a wicked grin. He was suddenly close enough to make me flinch back a step. But he didn't seem to care as he lowered his voice to a whisper.
어때? 할 거야?
Huh? What? That's... Did I hear that right? Noah's eyes sparkle like a kid about to get on a ride, his smile full of mischief.
싫으면 말고. 어차피 나는 너희가 이 세계에서 영원히 못 나가도 상관없거든. 그래도 네가 꽤 마음에 들어서 특별히 파격적인 조건을 제안한 건데.
That's not making it easy. That's ridiculous. Isn't there any other way? Noah tapped a finger against his chin as he slowly looked me over.
지금 네가 내게 줄 수 있는 게 있어.
I don't have anything on me, so I don't know.
비꼬는 게 아니라 현실적으로 말이야.
야!
Oh, thank God. A sudden shout burst out as something came rushing towards us. Oh! Raven appeared in an instant, cutting between Noah and me.
노아, 너 이 자식! 네가 왜 여기 있어? 얘한테 또 무슨 이상한 짓 하고 있던 거야?
Raven glared at Noah with a sharp, piercing gaze. Yuri ran after him with his face frozen, and Setsu close behind, clearly shaken. Thank God they look like they have no injuries. They fought off those bunnies.
얘들아, 노아. 무사해서 다행이야. 어디 다친 데는 없어?
저기 괜찮아? 무슨 일 있던 건 아니지?
Nah, I'm good. He was kind of pushy, but we're fine. Yuri looked as pale as if he just received a death sentence. His reaction caught me off guard, making me the one who was flustered. I'm okay, but Yuri, I think you need to calm down more than I. Noah, responsible for all of this, just rubbed at his ear as if he was already tired of everyone making a fuss.
데시벨 좀 낮춰줄래? 내 귀는 너랑 다르게 예민하단 말이지. 멧돼지처럼 달려드는 꼴 좀 봐. 경박하기 그지없어.
이 자식이! 네가 얘한테 무슨 미친 짓을 했을지 모르니까 이러는 거잖아!
미친 짓이라니. 내가 그렇게 인간 쓰레기로 보여?
Probably yes to Raven.
아닐 줄 알았냐? 여기서 네가 제일 그렇다고!
기껏 얘 구해줬더니 돌아오는 대우가 이따위인가? 하나도 안 변했네.
뭐?
Raven paused for a moment, looking at me as if he couldn't believe what he had just heard. His gaze made me hesitate, but telling the truth seemed like the quickest way to clear things up. Yeah, Noah did save me. See, I'm okay. I'm just glad you all made it back safely. Noah looked pleased with himself and glanced over at Raven like he just won. Then with a smirk, he sidled up beside me. As Noah moved closer, Raven narrowed his eyes and glared. Raven stepped toward Noah, looking ready to lunge at any second. Setsu quietly moved between them, trying to keep Raven back. He looked at us with concern written across his face, while Yuri kept watching us warily. His gaze shifted subtly between Noah and me. Noah seemed to enjoy the reactions, his mouth curving into a knowing smirk. Then he leaned in even closer, speaking teasingly.
너희 표정들 정말 볼만한데 얘가 너희한테 어지간히도 소중한가 봐. 근데 이러면 평생 독립 못하겠다? 먹이를 물어다 주는 게 능사가 아니라 스스로 사냥하는 법을 가르쳐야지. 특히 세츠 넌 항상 그런 식이잖아. 그게 마음에 안 든다니까. 맨날 사람 좋은 척하면서 결국은 애들 버릇만 망쳐놓고 말이야.
Before Setsu could get a word out, Raven stepped forward. Yuri didn't hold them back like he normally would. He just watched in silence. Rentao, hello! Thank you for stopping by, I appreciate it! OMG Lottie, I got the notification you were live when I was at work and I came as fast as I could. Thank you for stopping by!
너 또 그따위로 말하는 거야?
Yo, I think we have to work with Noah. He got one of the crystals.
왜? 틀린 말은 아니잖아. 너희가 그렇게 미적지근하게 구니까 아직 결정석도 못 찾은 거 아니야?
야!
Tension snapped through the air in an instant. Raven fixed his eyes on Noah, looking ready to swing at him. Hold on, Raven. I grabbed Noah's arm and whispered quietly for him to stop it. Noah, I'll take your deal, but only if... Don't cause any trouble, and just try to work with us. He took his time looking over my face, then broke into a mischievous grin. Noah looked completely unfazed and brushed off Raven, who was still fuming.
그럴까나? 대신 너도 제대로 해야 해.
야! 얘한테서 떨어져!
무슨 소리야? 지금 연인끼리의 알콩달콩한 미래를 즐기고 있는 거 안 보여?
말싸움 하다 말고 갑자기 미래? 무슨 말도 안 되는 헛소리야!
Raven's confused shout made Setsu and Yuri freeze in shock. Setsu let out a sigh, looking troubled. Yuri looked like he was about to say something, then thought better of it, his face clouding over. Guys? Everyone, calm down and just hear me out. The moment I spoke, all eyes were on me. Oh, okay. It's too much. No one wants to apologize. He just can't bring himself to say it. He just asked me to help a second ago. My voice trailed off. Having everyone's attention on me was almost too much. I thought I could die from embarrassment.
맞아. 그러니까
Oh my god, no, you're not making this better.
특히 너.
Noah flicked his eyes toward Raven. Raven gritted his teeth, ready to lunge, but Setsu and Yuri quickly held him back.
일단 들어보자. 그래도 노아가 우리랑 대화할 의사는 있는 것 같으니까.
Right. We're good. Everyone's
맞아.
fine. Noah put out the same crystal he had shown me earlier and held it out to the others.
일단 이건 내 결정석이야. 너희도 이게 필요해서 날 찾고 있었지?
The three of them looked at the crystal in silence. Noah raised an eyebrow before going on.
뭐 어쨌든 앞으로는 탐색에도
어?
적극적으로 협력할게. 나도 할 만큼은 할 테니까. 그리고 나도 나름대로 알고 있는 정보가 좀 있어. 그 부분도 공유할 생각이야.
After a brief pause, he rolled the crystal in his hand and smiled softly.
내 사과의 표시랄까? 그동안 좀 까칠하게 굴었던 것도 사과할게. 그래서 말인데, 레이븐, 너도 이제 시비 좀 그만 걸어주면 안 되겠냐? 나 이번엔 진짜 잘 지내보려고 하는데.
All three exchanged glances, each carrying a mix of emotions. Yuri kept a suspicious eye on Noah, while Setsu stayed silent, a subtle frown on his face. And then...
뭐?
Yeah, you can't believe it either, right? Raven stared at Noah like he couldn't believe what he was hearing. I looked at Noah, stunned by the sudden change. I was the one asking for his help, and yet, I couldn't believe how fast someone could change. Honestly, he could have done this the whole time and still picked a fight. No, forget it.
노아, 무슨 심경의 변화가 있었던 거야?
Was it me? Did I just somehow change him?
나야 아니 우리는 환영이긴 한데 갑자기 이렇게 변하니까 낯설다.
예전 일까지 거슬러 올라가지 않아도 될 것 같은데. 방금 전까지만 해도 레이븐하고 싸우던 사람이 갑자기 협조적인 태도를 보이면 의아할 수밖에 없잖아.
Yuri gave him a suspicious look and asked him directly.
아, 그거? 별거 아니야. 아주 흔하고도 아름다운 이야기지. 원래 사랑을 하면 사람이 변한다고 하잖아. 사실 말이지.
Noah paused for a dramatic effect, like he was about to reveal something huge. Then he grinned like it was nothing and shrugged.
나 첫눈에 반해버렸거든. 그래서 구해준 거고.
Huh? He what? You what?
그래서 솔직하게 내 감정을 전했어.
You big ass lie! You didn't tell me how you felt! Noah looked over at me slowly. I had to. Oh no! That's what he wants? That's the deal. For him helping our group, I have to go with his stupid ass story. Noah looked over at me slowly, a knowing look on his face. A smirk tugged at the corner of his lips. God damn it.
얘가 받아줬어.
I what? With that, everything went dead silent. Oh no! Bro is manipulative. Okay, understandable why the other guys weren't too comfortable around him. Raven's face flushed bright red in an instant, while Yuri could only blink at him, stunned. Setsu's glance between Noah and me, half raising his hands to clap, before stopping with an uncertain look. Setsu's trying to be like, I support it, but not really.
어때? 이제 좀 납득이 가?
You guys don't believe him, right? Out of all people?
난 지금 너무 행복해서 뭐든지 기쁘게 받아들일 수 있을 것 같단 말이지.
Noah grinned, as if nothing were wrong, and I just let out a sigh of disbelief.
뭐? 진짜야? 저
Bro!
녀석이 한 말 사실이냐고?
Raven, do not be that dumb. This is Noah we're talking about.
정말 받아들인 거야?
Damn, I gotta say yes.
둘이 사귀는 거야?
Raven finally put himself together and started firing questions at me, like he still couldn't process it. If I answer here, it'll probably shock him even more, but I have to say it. Yeah, Noah seems like he meant it, so I said yes.
뭐? 혹시 협박당한 거 아니지? 어?
거참 너무하네. 남의 진심을 그렇게 막 매도하고.
Oh yeah, sincere alright. Noah still grinned as he teased Raven, suddenly sobered and spoke calmly.
레이븐, 네가 다른 걸로 시비를 거는 건 이제 참을 수 있지만 우리 둘 사이를 방해하는 건 영 달갑지 않거든. 그러니까 잘하자. 응?
아니 상식적으로 말이 안 되잖아. 안 그래? 세츠, 유리.
뭐 두 사람이 좋다면 우리가 뭐라고 할 수는 없겠지. 노아도 이 기회에 더 건실해지면 좋은 게 아닐까?
Even Setsu seemed unsure of what he was saying.
유리, 너도 뭐라고 좀 해봐. 어?
Yuri doesn't even know what to do either.
제일 중요한 건
Oh, Yuri,
각자의
no!
마음이겠지. 우리가 뭐라고 할 수 있는 문제는 아닌 것 같아.
Raven looked completely defeated, as if he lost everything. He looked so utterly miserable that I couldn't help but feel sorry for him.
일단 돌아가자. 내
Oh my
여자친구의
God.
몸이 안 좋아 보이거든.
No, it's just that this whole situation is giving me a headache.
너희 아지트는 그대로지?
Noah led the way like he owned the place, dragging me along with him. He walked with such ease and confidence that anyone would have thought he owned the place. Bro, what are we doing?
아, 이거 맛있네.
Awkward at the
유리의
dinner
요리는
table.
조금 그리웠거든.
We got back to the hideout, put everything away, and finished getting dinner ready. The mood had grown much heavier than in the morning, and everyone except one person stayed quiet, casting uneasy glances around. That one person, completely unconcerned, settled into a seat at the table and tucked into dinner. At that point, Raven couldn't take it anymore and broke the silence.
이렇게 맛있는 크로아상 샌드위치를 두고도 먹을
Damn.
기분이 안 나는 건
Even
처음이야.
ruined his appetite.
아니, 아무리 생각해도 말이 안 되잖아. 만난 지 얼마나 됐다고 사귀는 사이가 됐다는 거야? 그것도 하필이면 노아랑.
너 내가 계속 봐주니까 말이 좀 심하다. 우리 사이가 그렇게 부럽냐?
Noah took a bite of his croissant, smiling like he had already won. Raven's face turned bright red.
얘들아, 일단 밥부터 먹자. 유리가 이렇게 맛있게 요리해줬는데.
세츠, 넌 이 상황이 납득이 돼? 이렇게 평화롭게 밥이나 먹어도 되는 거야?
뭐 나도 성급한 교제를 찬성하는 건 아니지만 한두 살 먹은 어린아이도 아니잖아. 아닌가? 기억이 없으니까 아직 미숙한 상태인가? 그러면 어떻게 해야 하지?
애초에 우리 일인데 남들이 왈가왈부할 이유는 없잖아.
에휴, 만나자마자 연애라니. 삼류 이야기나 막장 드라마도 아니고.
뭐 막 나가는 게임 속 세계니까 크게 다를 것도 없지 않나.
Noah leaned in, lowering his voice to a whisper.
내 소원은 네가 다른 녀석들 앞에서
Bro,
사귀는 척이
why
아니야.
do you need me to do this? Why? Why specifically girlfriend? What are you getting out of this? Why would you ask for that?
재밌잖아.
Bro's just having fun.
특히 레이븐 녀석이 거품 무는 꼴을 구경할 생각을 하니까 웃겨 죽을 것 같아. 왜? 싫어? 싫으면 말고. 그러면 우리는 각자 갈 길 가면 되는 거지 뭐.
I bit my lip. I couldn't tell what he was really after. But, for everyone else's sake, keeping Noah close was probably the right choice. It's not like we're actually dating, we're just pretending. So it should be fine, right?
아, 다른 사람들한테는 진짜처럼 보여야 해. 가짜라는 걸 들키는 순간 게임 오버라고.
Damn! A hand suddenly closed around mine, snapping me out of my thoughts. I moved to pull my hand free on instinct, only to look up and realize Noah had taken it again.
얘도 인정했잖아. 이제 그만 현실을 받아들이라고.
말 못하는 이유라도 있나 보지. 방금도 네 손 빼려고 했던 거 아니야?
Bro, Yuri looks so dejected. Yuri had kept eating quietly through all of this, until he finally let out a long sigh. Then he set down his fork and fixed the two of them with a steady look.
밥상머리 앞에서 소란 피우지 마. 싸울 거면 아지트 밖에서 싸우고 와.
Yuri's firm words brought the table to silence once again.
자, 이제 식사도 끝났으니 이야기를 해보자. 우리 모두 할 얘기가 많잖아. 특히 노아도 돌아왔으니까.
안건은 갑자기 법칙이 깨진 이유, 그리고 노아가 알고 있다는 새로운 정보. 이 두 가지로 정하면 되겠지?
We exchanged glances, then nodded quietly. Except for one person, Noah. He sat there with his arms crossed, tilting his head lazily, looking completely unconcerned.
집중 좀 하지.
남이사, 원래 머리 좋은 천재는 굳이 용 쓰지 않아도 집중 잘 되거든. 하긴 너 같은 낙제생은 평생 모를.
Can we not fight, please?
누가 낙제생이야? 나 공부 잘하거든.
The feeling that another exhausting argument was about to start made me sigh before I could stop myself. Just then, Yuri gave them both an icy look, and they fell silent without another word.
그러면 먼저 법칙이 깨진 이유에 대해 가설을 세워보자. 지금 우리가 있는 이곳조차 더는 완전히 안전하다고는 할 수 없게 됐으니까 빨리 해결책을 찾아야 해. 그렇지 않으면 아까 그 일보다 더 위험한 상황에 처하게 될 수도 있어.
Yuri went on with a concerned weighing on his voice, until Noah suddenly cut in like he wasn't even trying to read the room.
아, 그거? 얘 때문이야.
What? Without hesitation, Noah grabbed my hand and lifted it along with his. What are you... Could it really be that everyone was in danger because of me? His words hit me all at once, and I felt the color drain from my face as my fingertips went cold. Noah tightened his grip on my trembling hand before I could pull away. I wanted to shake him off, but I couldn't.
사실 나 여기서 나간 뒤에 하트퀸을 만났거든.
Oh?
그런데 그 녀석이 그러더라고. 붉은 눈을 지닌 여자가 이 세계에 재앙을 불러올 것이다.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
그 녀석만 내게 바친다면 나머지 녀석들은 아무래도 좋다. 특별히 자비를 베풀어 내 왕국의 주민이 되는 걸 허락해주겠다. 뭐 대충 그런 이야기였어. 무게 잡고 얘기하는 것 치고 영양가 있는 얘기가 없더라고. 영광인 줄 알아라. 쥐 죽은 듯 조용히 살아라. 말만 길고 재미는 없고. 그래서 흘려들었어. 굳이 열심히 들어줄 가치도 없잖아. 그치?
The other three just stared at him, like they couldn't believe what they were hearing.
잠깐만. 우리가 그걸 어떻게 믿어? 애초에 하트퀸을 그렇게 쉽게 만날 수 있었으면 우리가 그렇게 생고생할 이유도 없잖아. 그리고 말이야, 딱 들어봐도 노골적으로 얘를 겨냥하고 있잖아. 갑자기 찾아온 타이밍도 그렇고 오자마자 그런 얘기를 하는 것도 그렇고. 우리가 네 말을 고지고대로 믿을 멍청이들이라고 생각해?
Yuri nodded firmly, seeming to agree with Raven's point. Setsu, still deep in thought, seemed to weigh every detail.
누구는 말이야, 어? 이 소중한 정보를 들려주려고 죽을 고비까지 넘겨가며 생고생했는데 듣는 태도가 참 가관이야. 그치?
Yuri didn't say a word, but the look on his face seemed to say, "You shouldn't be the one complaining." After a long moment of thought, Setsu asked Noah,
죽을 뻔했다고?
그럼 하트퀸이 자기 비밀을 떠벌릴지도 모르는 사람을 그냥 둘 것 같아? 뭐 목숨을 건 만큼 수확은 꽤 있었지. 거기 빨간 고무장갑처럼 생긴 녀석이 영 들을 자세가 안 된 것 같아서 솔직히 말해주기 싫은데. 그래도 특별히 알려줄게. 달링에게 내가 얼마나 다정하고 성숙한 사람인지
Bro,
보여줘야지.
you don't step
어땠어?
away from me. What on earth? I couldn't even keep a straight face.
달링?
야!
표정이 왜 그래? 달링?
Oh my god.
달링이
Oh
싫으면
no.
허니는 어때?
I don't like either. Noah was having fun and kept talking without caring what anyone else thought.
일단 나는 하트퀸을 공격조차 못했어. 손끝 하나 닿는 것도 불가능했지. 힘의 차이 같은 게 아니라 아예 물리적으로
Physically?
불가능하더라고.
Why? You mean she can't be hurt? Noah nodded at my question and continued speaking while he stood holding my hand.
아마 다른 새 녀석들도 비슷할 거야. 그리고 그게 바로 하트퀸이
Oh, what do you mean? Am I the only one who can hurt the queen?
설마
Yuri's eyes widened, as if he finally figured something out.
하트퀸에게 닿을 수 있는 게
Bruh. Huh? Why is it me?
정답! 다들 레이븐처럼 머리가
Oh my
근육으로
God.
이루어진 건 아니라 다행이야.
뭐? 너 진짜...
결정석도 없는 바보 멍청이 말은 안 들려.
He was the one who agreed to help, so I couldn't let him keep acting like this. Even now, I could tell that Raven was barely holding himself back. Raven looked like he already bitten his tongue 100 times. I wonder if I did the wrong thing. Somehow, I felt worse what I'd done. That's when Yuri spoke up with a question.
노아, 넌 어떻게 하트퀸이랑 만났는데? 하트퀸은 절대 성 밖으로 나오지 않으니 천공의
Wait.
성까지 가야만 만날 수 있잖아.
Did you somehow get to the castle?
아, 역시 예리하네. 유리는. 당연히 혼자 천공의 성까지 다녀왔지. 가는
Oh my god, Noah. Bro, you're pissing me off.
그것까지 다 풀어버리면 우리 사이를 갈라놓고 날 내쫓을 것 같아서 너무너무 무서워.
In what world does that look terrified? Noah held my hand and gave an exaggerated little shiver, that sly grin never leaving his face. He was shameless as ever. Seriously, when is he gonna let go of my hand?
난 여기에 더 붙어 있어야겠어. 달링을 보기 위해서라도. 그러니 그건 보험으로 남겨두자고. 아, 말해준다고 해도 어차피 너희는 그 방법 못 써. 그러니 없는 셈 쳐도 돼.
아우, 저걸 그냥...
말은 끝까지 들어. 대신 다른 걸 알려줄게. 천공의 성으로 가는 가장 정석적이고 합리적인 방법은 너희가 예상했던 게 맞아. 결정석 5개를 모아서 엘리베이터를 움직이는 거.
Noah put out his crystal, held it up to the ceiling light, instantly wiping the smile off his face as he looked around at us.
아까도 말했지만 나도 기꺼이 협력할 거야. 이걸로 얘기 끝. 추가 질문은 안 받아. 그리고 난 누구처럼 설렁설렁할 생각 없으니까 내일부터 바로 부를 준비나 하고 자.
With that, Noah strode out of the hideout.
야, 어디가? 아직 얘기 안 끝났어.
바람 쐬러 간다, 멍청아. 도망 안 갈 테니 쥐잡듯 잡지 마.
Once Noah had left, Setsu quietly approached Raven and gave his back a gentle pat.
그나저나 노아 쟤 다시 돌아오고
My
나니까
bad, buddy.
전보다 10배는 재수
I wanted to
없어졌어.
help you guys out.
혹시 협박당하고 있으면 꼭 말해줘. 진짜야.
Ugh, I cannot say. Beside him, Yuri also met my eyes and gave a silent nod.
정신이 하나도 없었네. 그치? 다들 정말 고생했어. 오늘 하루 만에 폭풍 태풍이 몇 번이나 몰아친 건지. 내일부터 다시 바빠지겠지만 지금만큼은 푹 쉬자.
A short while later, Setsu returned with mugs of herbal tea and set one down in front of each of us. We all sipped our herbal tea in silence, finally getting a moment to catch our breath. Before long, Noah came back. Noah grabbed the herbal tea Setsu was holding. And just downed it in one go. Then he tossed the empty cup back to... God damn! Yeah, okay. Yeah, Noah's a asshole, basically. He tossed the empty cup back to Setsu and wandered off toward Raven's room. Oh my god.
잠시만. 네가 쓰던 방은 지금 레이븐이 쓰고 있어.
뭐? 원래 내
Oh.
방이었잖아. 주인이 돌아왔으니
Well...
당연히 돌려받아야지.
Oh no. Noah flung the door open and stepped into Raven's room without hesitation. Then he stormed back into the living room, scowling the whole way.
이게 사람 방이야?
How'd he decorate it?
불결해. 이딴 데서 어떻게 살아? 절대 용납 못해.
Is it dirty?
그냥 너 써라.
뭐? 깨끗하기만 한데 애초에 너한테 방 준다고 한 적도 없거든. 나 참 어이가 없어서.
As the argument went on, I peeked through the open door. The room didn't look that bad. It wasn't as tidy as the room Setsu had given me at first, but it definitely wasn't dirty.
제발 큰 소리만 치지 말고 방 좀 치우고 살아라.
It really isn't that bad.
그치.
Raven looked at me, clearly touched by my small attempt to stand up for him. Noah left Raven behind and flopped onto the bedding he had spread out in the living room.
Huh?
Then Noah saw Setsu getting ready to lie down beside him. You gonna share the couch with him? He looked even more disgusted than he was in Raven's room.
너는 왜 또 여기 있는데? 네 방 있잖아.
Bro, where do you think I was sleeping?
아, 내 방은 얘한테 내어줬거든. 불편하면 내가 레이븐이랑 같이 잘까?
진짜 미치겠네.
Bro, you left for a week.
됐어. 그 녀석 방 더러웠어. 대신 절대 내 자리로 넘어오지 마.
Seeing how much he hated the idea, I started wondering if I should offer him my room instead. Hold on. If I let him have my room, I have to share with one of the other three. Nope, that was impossible. I gave up right away. Come to think of it, Yuri, could someone share your room?
아, 내 방은 작은 창고를 개조한 거라 두 사람이 같이 자는 건 무리야.
I see. Raven nodded as well, then shot Noah a glare and said,
야, 괜히 세치한테 또 화풀이하지 말고 곱게 자라 좀.
Noah didn't even answer Raven. He turned over and pulled the blanket over his head. Well, with that, the rest of us quietly made our way back to our rooms. Can we really make this work? No, I really doubt we're gonna be a nice, cohesive team. Even with my eyes shut, I couldn't drift off. Was bringing Noah here really the right choice? His words had thrown all of us off balance. Take down the Queen of Hearts. There is no way I could do that. I don't know. Will tomorrow be okay? What about the day after? And after that? Will we ever be able to get out of this place?
노아, 고마워. 이렇게 돌아와줘서. 다들 겉으로는 그래도 사실은 널 걱정했어. 나도 그렇고. 그러니까 혼자 무리하지 않았으면 좋겠어.
착각하지 마. 너희 좋으라고 돌아온 거 아니야.
Was it really for me?
알아. 그 친구 때문이지? 나는 너희 둘이 정말 서로를 좋아한다면 언제나 응원할 거야. 우린 기억이 없지만 진심만 있다면 분명 성숙한 사랑을 할 수 있을 거라고 믿어.
응원한다고?
For our fake ass love, really?
왜 그래?
왜 네가 그걸 응원하는 건데?
뭐?
넌 지금 내 사랑 노름을 응원할 게 아니라 아니다. 됐다. 기억도 없는 사람을 붙잡고 내가 무슨 말을 하겠냐? 그냥 잊어버리고 잠이나 자.
노아, 왜 또 그렇게 화난 거야? 말해줄 순 없는 거야? 난 정말 너랑 잘 지내고 싶어.
난 그럴 생각 없다고 몇 번이나 말했잖아. 그리고 기억이 없다는 건 별로 중요하지 않은
What happened between them?
그러니까 군말 말고 잠이나 자.
Alright, I think... oh, headphone. Nope. Mic. Okay. I think I am going to end it there. Let me do that. We actually got through quite a bit. Let me go back to the title menu. Alright, that was the prologue and the first chapter of Re.dive Wonderland. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. I am enjoying the story a lot. Our team is finally back together. We have Noah, Raven, Setsu, and Yuri, and me. I'm not sure how well we're going to work together now that Noah is back. But interesting how Noah wants me to pretend to be his girlfriend just because he thought it would be funny. I don't know if he has any ulterior motives besides that, but I guess we'll just have to see later. Do I trust Noah? Not really? I don't think he's a bad person. I think he's kind of manipulative and just does what he wants to do and wants to just bully people, kind of. He's not a bad person, but I think twice before fully trusting him on some things. Like, how did he get to the castle? He won't even tell us. He somehow met the queen and then got away somehow. There's just so many questions with him and his motives and what he's done in the week he was away from the main three. So we don't really know everything about him, but I think I can softly trust him. I don't think he's gonna betray me. Oh God, please don't betray me. Setsu, that last conversation between Setsu and Noah, very interesting. I'm wondering what more was between them as buddies? Like, they lived together for a while, and then Noah and Raven had an argument, and then Noah's like, okay, I'm gone. Noah does not see Raven and Setsu in a good light. I think for Raven, it's more so they just butt heads a lot, and he likes teasing him. Setsu, there seems to be something deeper than what we truly know. He's okay with Yuri. Yuri's like, he's there, and that's really it. I think out of all of them, I trust Yuri the most. That's the first guy we met. He saved us. None of them seem like backstabbers, so I'm praying for that. Our little biscuit buddy, Eat Me. Hopefully we can somehow resurrect him. I'm so mad. They introduced me to Eat Me, and they killed him like less than the first 30 minutes of this game. We all pray for our biscuit buddy. He was the cutest thing ever. I was ready to hang out with him throughout the whole story. But yeah, we got our whole goal. We got to find the crystals, get up to the elevator, go to the castle. Only MC is the one who can hurt the queen, so that is even better. I guess we have to figure out how to fight properly so we can kill the queen. That's gonna be fun to do. But yeah, I enjoyed this so much. Definitely check it out. I do have links to the Steam page. Don't forget to wishlist the game. It is being released in English in November of this year, so look forward to it. I definitely will. I also include links to the Twitter pages. Definitely follow those. So that is it for today's stream. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye bye!